But again, it doesn't matter in the grand scheme of the standings. And so for tonight's game, same thing. Doesn't matter in the grand scheme of the standings. I think a lot of what these teams, both of them, are looking to do is, number one, get through the game healthy, not have anything crazy happen, and make sure that everybody is ready to go. There's still going to be some veteran rest here for this IceCats team, and we're going to talk about that a little later on in this Powers Properties pregame show. Still no Houston Wilson, still no Xavier Abdella for the team, just off the top of my head, and more that we'll get into a little bit later on. But now that we know that matchup, so number one, if you've already bought single-game playoff tickets, I can tell you that that is now a Saturday night game, hosting Athens for that face-off at 7:15 p.m. at Florence Center. And I can tell you it's game two. Normally, in a three-game series, it works that, in our case, PD would host game one, and then 2 and 3 would go to the home team. But because of building availability issues, Athens plays at home on Friday and then potentially on Sunday, and that's why Florence ends up hosting game two at the Florence Center. The IceCats will have that for you as well. So we're looking forward to that. It also means a little bit of a break and some rest for this IceCats team, whereas if they had to travel early perhaps or had to host an early game in the week, now they get a couple of days to really get some true rest after the season ends, get their legs under them, sleep in their own beds for a couple of days, and try to be as healthy as they possibly can going into that series starting next Friday night. All right, we do have plenty to get to in this Powers Properties pregame show. We're going to be starting just a little bit late here tonight for Puck Drop from Columbus. So up next, we've got our chat with head coach Gary Graham. Then we're going to come back. We'll give you the starting lineups. We'll take a look at the game here this evening. And again, we'll talk a little bit more about what the starting lineup actually is for both the River Dragons and the IceCats when we come back. So stay tuned. Plenty more coming your way. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network. This portion of today's broadcast is brought to you by Stanley Steamer. Stanley Steamer of Florence provides professional deep cleaning services and comprehensive care for a cleaner, healthier home. Butler's Men's Shop, your one-stop shop for men. Everything from tuxedos and suits to sportswear. We have it all. Integrative Health Solutions, your partners in health.
Life happens on your floors, but when dirt, spills, and messes take over, it's time to call the experts. Stanley Steamer of Florence provides a deep cleaning technology that removes dirt and allergens, leaving your floors fresh and spotless. Breathe easier and enjoy a cleaner, healthier home with Stanley Steamer. Call or visit us online today. Stanley Steamer, your home deserves it. In today's world, first impressions matter. Step into a realm of sophistication at Butler's Fine Men's Clothing. From timeless tuxedos and elegant suits to refined sportswear, Butler's offers a collection that defines class and confidence. Embrace the tradition, experience the luxury, and stand out with style. Butler's Fine Men's Clothing, where every stitch speaks volumes.
At Integrative Health Solutions, your health is our top priority. With our multimodal, polytherapeutic approach, we offer a wide range of services tailored just for you. From chiropractic adjustments to nutritional counseling and innovative therapies like low-level laser and dry needling, we are here to enhance your well-being. Take charge of your health with Integrative Health Solutions. Visit us today and discover a healthier you.
Dal Massimo Ristorante Italiano, where culinary passion meets the art of hospitality. Established in 2010, our restaurant was born out of a love for authentic flavors and a commitment to providing our guests with a memorable dining experience. At Dal Massimo, we believe that food is more than just sustenance. It's a celebration of culture and community. Whether you're here for a cozy dinner, a festive celebration, we look forward to serving you.
No matter which sport clips you walk into, you'll know it's special, and just for you. Our stylists don't guess your best cut. They are experts in men's and boys' hair. Our cutting zone has all the basics and specialized equipment, from our comfortable cutting chairs to an array of specialized cutting tools and clippers. We got you covered. Visit Sport Clips of Florence today, located at 1940 Hoffmeyer Road, Suite D. We are the pros in men's hair.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
Before the final regular season game of the year for the PD IceCats in Columbus, taking on the River Dragons. Head coach Gary Graham joining us. Gary, so we've made it through the regular season schedule. 55 out of 56 behind you now. You know you're in a playoff spot heading in. I know I asked you yesterday, but focus for today for this team on the heels of kind of the way yesterday ended. What's important for you?
Well, as long as they learned, right? I told the guys yesterday, disappointing third period, but, you know, as long as we can learn from that, I'm glad it happens in regular season when the game doesn't mean a lot as opposed to a playoff game. And you know, we challenged the group before the game. The whole thought process on the weekend was how to play the game the right way on the road. Because, again, we're going to have to play a lot of meaningful road hockey, right, in the playoffs being the 4th seed. So 2 periods of textbook fundamental road hockey. Third period, we get away from it. You see what happens.
And it also, I think, underscores, so you did have several regulars out, including a guy like Houston Wilson. Like, what a difference he makes when he's in the lineup.
We outplayed them big time yesterday. We should have gotten a win. We need some saves. I'll be honest with you. We need some saves. Their goalie was outstanding.
Sure.
But again, we got to get some saves. You know, the team played, I thought, pretty darn well. But again, it was just one of those games where it wasn't meant to be. So, but you got to get a save.
Well, absolutely. And so tonight, Colgan going this evening here. I mean, it's been kind of a rotation for you down the stretch. Do you think it'll be the same thing carrying over for you into the postseason? Are you looking for a guy to be number one? What do you want to see?
Well, yeah, I'm looking for a number 1 guy, and I think Colts has every chance tonight to shine and take that opportunity. So, again, disappointed last night, but again tonight it's a new game. We want to see somebody rise and kind of take that opportunity there. So tonight, Colts is obviously, he's got a lot of playoff experience at this level, especially with this team, Columbus, when he played here, and they played a lot of meaningful playoff hockey when he was younger in this league. So he knows what it's like to play good, meaningful playoff hockey. So he's got the experience. We'll see how he does tonight.
All right, well, let's wrap it up with keys to the game.
Discipline. I think both teams, you know, want to come out. They want to play, you know, disciplined hockey. Nobody wants to go into playoffs with suspensions and stuff like that. So I think that's important for both clubs. Clean hockey, you know, physical hockey. You know, hopefully it's like that. And I think, again, just our overall effort without the puck. You know, we started cutting corners in the third period. Again, this team has a lot of experienced guys that can put the puck in a net. And, you know, if you're not willing to do all the right things at all times, you do it right for 40 minutes and not right for 60. You can see how quickly that pendulum can turn and go the other direction. So, you know, you tip your hat to them. They made the most of their opportunities that they got. And now we got to do a good job and respond tonight.
All right, Gary, thanks for joining us. Best of luck.
All right, thanks, Tom.
Back with a drop of the puck in just a moment. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network. This portion of today's broadcast is brought to you by Evening Shade Incorporated. Trust a team with over 2 decades of experience. Gorget Distilling Company. Revolutionize your spirit. The Law Office of W. James Hoffmeyer. Serving South Carolina since 1992. Kimbrell's Furniture. Affordable home furnishings. Evening Shade has been serving the Florence area for over 20 years. As a 3M and SunTech authorized dealer, the Evening Shade team is qualified and ready to help you with your project. Whether it's residential window tinting, paint protection film for your vehicle, commercial signage, or vehicle wraps, we can do it all. Evening Shade Incorporated. Trust a team with over 2 decades of experience.
Gorget is a local craft distillery based in Lugoff, South Carolina, producing rum, vodka, whiskey, and bourbon in small batches. Founded in 2015 by 3 local gentlemen, Gorget has a fine line of handmade, local spirits. No matter what you desire, we have something for you. Isn't it about time you revolutionize your spirit? Visit us online at gorgetdistilling.com.
At the Law Office of W. James Hoffmeyer, we strive to help our clients in whatever situation they are facing. Whether you need help with criminal law, personal injury, or family law, our hard-working team will assist you throughout the process with compassion and integrity. Our goal is to always provide our clients with outstanding representation and advocacy throughout their case. The Law Office of W. James Hoffmeyer, serving South Carolina since 1992.
At Kimbrell's, we believe that you deserve furniture that's as unique as your family. From comfortable sofas and love seats to chairs, tables, rugs, entertainment centers, and recliners you'll never want to leave. We have everything you need to create the living room of your dreams. Check out the Kimbrell's website for inspiration or stop by and see everything for yourself.
We are live at Zapata's Grill on the IceCats broadcast network. Let's see what the IceCats are ordering.
I want quesadilla, California. I want fajitas, Cancun. I get burrito from Terra. Frijoles refritos.
Here comes the food. Teamer with a double liner for elbowing. Zapata's Grill, a preferred restaurant partner of the PD IceCats. Teamer, how'd you feel about the food?
Timur approved. Pata PD!
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
And we're back here on IceCats Hockey just before tonight's anthem here coming up in just a moment. And tonight's anthem presented by your local State Farm agent, Austin Wilson.
Tonight's anthem will be performed by the choir from Martin Luther King Jr. Elementary School. Please enjoy them as they sing tonight's national anthem.
Nice job by the kids tonight on the national anthem before tonight's game. Tom Callahan here with you as we're getting ready to go this evening and for the final time. And I don't know if they'll bring these jerseys back or not, but you will see the Columbus River Dragons wearing the Hockey Town jerseys. And I know that they are planning on putting those up on their Dash site after the season ends. And boy, if you haven't checked out our Dash site lately, or if you don't have the Dash app yet, download the Dash app by texting the word Dash, D-A-S-H, to 66866. That's 66866. You'll get a link back right to your phone so you can download the Dash app. And I'll tell you what, keep you on top of everything going on with this PD IceCats team. After you create your account, just make sure you list us as your favorite, and you'll get all the notifications of everything going on with the IceCats on that Dash app. All right, so let's take a look at tonight's starting lineup, brought to you by Seminar Brewing. In net, it will be Brendan Colgan, 13-16-0-3 with an .885 save percentage, 4.11 goals against, and a shutout. Once again tonight, it's going to be Trevor Babin getting the nod for the River Dragons. He's 15-5-0-4 with a .907 and a 3.18 goals against average, and a shutout to his credit as well. Defensively, Charlie Bedard draws back into the lineup tonight, and he'll be paired alongside Nick McGill-Diaz. Jake Jurgenite out this evening. And up front, it's going to be Gullo, Frolov, and Drew Welsh. IceCats wearing their white road uniforms as they roll right to left on your radio dial here to start things out. And for the final time of the regular season, PD Columbus game 56 starts now. Columbus will win the drawback, but they turn it over. Here's Frolov stepping in left side with a shot from the off angle. That one misses the net, bounces around and out to center. The way the game started yesterday, and really the first 40 minutes, the IceCats absolutely dominated the River Dragons. Then they even scored 23 seconds into the third period, up 6-2 at that point. Columbus began its comeback, 2 goals from Barrow, 2 goals to complete the hat trick for Kyle Moore. They forced overtime, and it was there that Kirk Underwood won it. So now tonight, the IceCats would love nothing more as an icing call happening here, just 38 seconds into the game. The IceCats would love nothing more than to go ahead and finish what they started last night with a complete 60-minute effort here. And we heard head coach Gary Graham talking about it in that Powers Properties pregame show. That is the goal. That is the mission. Finish the 60 minutes here tonight. Face off to the right of Brendan Colgan, getting the nod here this evening. Face off, one back to the point. There's a shot coming in, and Colgan will steer it to the corner. More centers, looking for Storjahan. Puck pops up in the air. And PD able to take it away, bounce it off the glass there. Frolov getting it to center. First period action is brought to you by your PD area GMC dealers. We are professional grade. Puck ends up out at center. Patrick Smarcinkiewicz with a bouncer, leaving it for Razilov. Razilov will steer it ahead. Right side looking for Legkov. Legkov met by Bockwell. Legkov on the right side driving in front. Tried to tuck it between the pads. And it's held on to by Babin coming to his right. Razilov got knocked down driving the slot, and that drew a bit of attention and some crowd reaction. They turned to see what was going on. And boy, Legkov, you can't take your eyes off him for a moment. Drove right in front. Tried to find some daylight there between the pillows, but Babin with a good stop. Zajac in for the draw between Marcinkiewicz and Legkov here. One back to the left point, and Razilov holding on to the left side. Puck around behind the net. Zajac out. To the right point, Della Savita. Wrist shot through traffic, and a save there by Babin. Zajac on it again. Looking for Legkov. Over to the far corner with it. Legkov curling on the half wall. Spins back up the wall, and now gets it right across. Razilov with the near dot. Backdoor feed off the outside of the net. Zajac let the one time go, and that one went off the frame of the cage and out of play. Might even have caught the goal post. But again, good puck movement there on that shift by the PD IceCats. Now they've got an offensive zone draw here. Robinson, Elijah Wilson, and Jake Cox. No Houston Wilson tonight. No Xavier Abdella. No Jake Yerganite. Jordan Popoff still listed on the IR. And Divine Apollon has been moved over to season-ending IR. So he will not be eligible to return here as PD controlling the puck in the ice. I'll try that again in the River Dragons hand, but it's stolen away by Ryan Hunter. He'll move up the right side and was way in ahead of the play. Offside whistle down. Tried to drag the leg there going over the blue line, but would have needed to use the go-go gadget leg to keep that one onside. Robinson in for the face-off here across from Kirk Underwood, who's getting a spin up front here in this game today. It's a puck pushed in over the line by PD left side Cox. That one is knocked away. Goes back the other way. It'll be chased down by Sargent. He picked up his first pro point with an assist last night. For a moment, thought it might have been his goal, but no, it was indeed Jake Cox, the Columbus native, with the redirect and the goal. I'm sure Jake always loves scoring on home ice, if you will. There's Hunter in with a shot on the left side. That is tipped out of play way over top of Colgan. 2:29 into the first period. Scoreless so far. Want to remind everybody, single game tickets now on sale for playoff game number 1. It'll be the first home game of the series is game 2 on Saturday night against the Athens Rock Lobsters. 7:15 on the puck drop. Tickets on sale now through the Florence Center box office and, of course, online at Ticketmaster.com. Game 2 this Saturday night, PD in Athens, 7:15 p.m. Draw to the right of Colgan. Pushed over onto the far wall and bounced ahead, and now here's Frolov with a backhand lead. Right side is behind Gullo, and we'll go back for it. Backhanded on into the River Dragons end of things. Puck cleared to the line, but not out. Bedard with a shot, hit a shin, ricochets out. Gullo slaps it over to the near side. Frolov puts it on goal. Babin the save. And the pass ahead for Galvin is tipped out and down the ice. Out to play it in the corner, Colgan, and he'll steer it behind the net. And now I like to flip it up the wall to Frolov. Frolov moving it on into space. IceCats attack. Welsh with a long shot and a glove save. Babin. He'll hold on to it. Face-off will come to the left of that River Dragons cage. Hey, here's something else. Want to remind everybody, or maybe you're hearing it for the first time, but it will be a whiteout game. We are asking you to wear white Saturday night against Athens. So if you've got a white IceCats jersey, a white t-shirt, whatever it is that you would like to have on, let's go. We're going to white out the building. Sell it out, white it out. It's going to be an awful lot of fun at Florence Center. Playoff hockey back in the PD for the first time in 20 years. River Dragons moving in for an attempt here, but Razilov had Kyle Moore tied up. And now it'll be pushed back. Marcinkiewicz. Razilov will hustle it around to the far side. Legkov ahead to Zajac. Zajac on the right wing has Marcinkiewicz with him. Carries it wide. Little flip into space. Knocked away. Puck behind the net. Zajac over to the near side after it. He tried to send it up towards the point. Free at the bottom of the dot. Legkov couldn't get it across in front. Boy, Marcinkiewicz is wide open if he did. Now back the other way. Here comes Columbus. Intercepted up top, but Patakin there to keep it in. To Moore. Dancing in behind the net. Rounds out the right wing on the backhand. And Marcinkiewicz ends up with it off his skate. Lost it to the near side boards. Puck not out. Barrow keeping it in. Here's Underwood. Underwood driving the right side all the way around behind the net. Underwood up top. Puck at the left point. Kept in. There's a cross-crease pass, and that one off the skate of Hunter. He couldn't shoot. Went wide. Puck into the slot again. A chance, and that one deflected wide as well. Right point. Puck held in up top by Mott. He'll get it back. Mott again around the rim. This time behind the net. Underwood lets it go to the far side. River Dragons with some good zone time here. There's a shot by Hunter. Blocked by Razilov. Kept in on the right side. Mott will drive into the corner. Tried to center. Blocked by Delasavita, who drops him in the corner. Flipped out to center, and Legkov chopping after it. Thornton knocked it away. Babin way out to play it. Off a stanchion. It'll go the other way. Dominic Delasavita with the biggest hit of the weekend so far. That one is ripped around and now comes all the way down. Will that be an icing? Shouldn't. And it is not. As into the near side. Robinson bumped off the ref. There's a shot by Sargent. Blocker saved there as Cox was decked in front of the net. And now offside once again. Columbus in a little early. 5:22 gone by here in period number 1. No score so far. We'll take a break, and we're back with more. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network. Evening Shade has been serving the Florence area for over 20 years. As a 3M and SunTech authorized dealer, the Evening Shade team is qualified and ready to help you with your project. Whether it's residential window tinting, paint protection film for your vehicle, commercial signage, or vehicle wraps, we can do it all. Evening Shade Incorporated. Trust a team with over 2 decades of experience.
Dal Massimo Ristorante Italiano, where culinary passion meets the art of hospitality. Established in 2010, our restaurant was born out of a love for authentic flavors and a commitment to providing our guests with a memorable dining experience. At Dal Massimo, we believe that food is more than just sustenance. It's a celebration of culture and community. Whether you're here for a cozy dinner, a festive celebration, we look forward to serving you.
Back here on IceCats Hockey. Tom Callahan here with you. Final road game of the regular season. Final game of the regular season. Playoff hockey coming up this weekend. Couldn't be more excited. It'll be Athens and PD in round number 1. Columbus controlling the faceoff. They'll throw that one in around the rim. It goes back up the glass as it's fed on the near side there by Colgan. And now here's Robinson ahead on the right wing. Elijah Wilson back to Robinson. Wilson in on the right side, and his shot bounces down low and is steered back down the ice. Sargent after it. Left side, Cox with a one-touch on. Hamilton moving it ahead. It went through the skates of Robinson. And again, Columbus will return it to center. Hamilton on the left side, playing it ahead, and that one deflects back, and Wynn regrouping, left wing side. Columbus trying to move it ahead, too far for Doherty. It bounces just wide of the goal, but no icing here. Sargent will fire it around. It'll clear the zone. Diving but not getting to it was Wilson. And again, Columbus in possession. Right now, some neutral zone pitch and catch here. These two teams just keep turning the puck over to one another. And now back into the right side. Columbus offside there is Barrow pushing it in. Boy, Columbus has already been offside 3 or 4 times in the early going here of this first period. They've only got one shot on net. 6:26 into the first period, but not quite in stride with one another just yet. Face-off is won back and steered in from center. Colgan. Not to leave it behind for McGill Diaz. Up the right side, here's Marcin Kevics. A little flip into space. A little too far ahead for Pizzamenti. Puck turned over again as Columbus tried to go the other way, but Welsh had the stick knocked right out of his hands, but he did get the puck in. Comes around to the near side, and Columbus a tip to the line off McGill Diaz. Storjahan lost it. He doubles back for it. Pizzamenti watching him. Tapped on out to center. Patakin was moving ahead, trying to do something with it. And again, turned right back the other way. As I mentioned, just a lot of turnovers at neutral ice right now. Two teams. We had one big hit by De La Savita. Here's a chance in front. Frolov to the backhand. Sent it wide. Tried to go far side. Welsh on the near wing. Frolov into the slot looking for Pizzamenti. He was tied up. That puck is cleared, and if it goes wide, it does. That'll be icing. Not quite 7.5 minutes into the first period. You know, we talked about it in the pregame show a little bit, and the thoughts are what kind of game this may or may not be. I think it may be the type of game where we probably don't see too much in the realm of craziness, but I know both teams want to get through healthy to the postseason in reasonably good shape. Certainly you don't want to lose a game either. Marcin Kevics out the far side, try to jam play. Save made by Babin at the left post. Fed up to the right pointers. De La Savita on the line with a shot. Tipped on the way in. Missed the net. Cleared around. Hit the referee. Zajac on it. Marcin Kevics, right wing. They cycle. Up top, circle. Zajac, left side. Tapped on. Left half wall. Legkov around the rim. Behind the net block. Will can't hang on to it. Marcin Kevics to the slot. De La Savita. Blocked, but now pulled out by Legkov. Backdoor feed. Went through a couple of white jerseys. And now Kyle Moore feeding it the other way, where it's slapped back into the right wing corner of the PD. And in centering feed, that one was blocked by De La Savita. And he's going to wait it out here. They'll regroup. They reset the forecheck as Marcin Kevics swings by. Up the right side, here's Legkov with speed around Ryan Hunter. Around Thornton. Legkov cutting in, cuts in the slot, fed it back door, but it didn't connect with Robinson. And now turned back by Columbus. 4-on-3 here, but a nice job on the near wall by Sargent. Turned the puck over and got it back out of the zone. Chipped ahead, Marcin Kevics for Legkov. 1-on-1 on the left side. He's bumped, but continues on. Legkov is centering feed. Sent right back behind the net as it went off Underwood. Now a wraparound attempt in the slot. Puck is free. Robinson battling for it. Still there in the skates. And finally it's pulled out by the River Dragons. They get it to center, but it's fired right back in by Sargent. PD doing a nice job in the offensive zone near the last couple of shifts. There's a big bank pass out to center. Hunter is hanging back there. Columbus is trying to do a little bit of goal hanging in this first period. See if they can spring someone for a breakaway. And there's an awkward collision between Gullo and Underwood. I don't think either one of them expected that. Back the other way, puck sent in from center by Columbus. Colgan stays put. Left side, Ryan Hunter sends it around the rim. It comes to the right point. Kept in there by Colton with a shot. Save Colgan. Rebound to Hunter. His chance. That was blocked. And it comes away to Elijah Wilson. He'll get to center. Fire it in from the stripe. Wynn pressured. Leaves it up the near side wall. Not quite to the halfway point of this first period. Still scoreless here between the River Dragons and IceCats. Columbus pushing back in around behind the net. A centering attempt does get through. A shot, and Cole gonna let Pat save on the doorstep on Doherty. And now back the other way. It's tipped on Pizzamenti. He's up by himself. He'll try a long shot. That is blocked. And it tumbles to the near corner. Jemayeff on it. Slow it down. Go back behind the net. Jemayeff onto the near side. Bank pass eludes Colton, but Doherty there. Puts it out to center. It was behind Texmo, and now here's Jemayeff on the left side. Long wrister. Blocker save Colgan. Puck in behind the net. Delasavita on it. Up towards Pizzamenti. He was hooked off it by Jemayeff. Well, looks like a little bit of a let him play here tonight type of game. As it's flipped ahead, here's Frolov up. He's got room racing in on the left side. Patakin took the angle. Frolov a backhand. He stopped. Tried to steer the rebound up the slot. It's clear to the line, but not out. Sargent holding it in. Frolov pokes it towards the slot. A bouncer back high circle, and Columbus will take it away. Texmo fires in from center. Colgan out to play this one. He'll leave it there. Both teams completing a change here. 9:03 and counting to go in a scoreless first period. Up the left side. Oh, boy, a huge hit there on the near side. Legkov, and Hamilton comes over to talk to Patakin about it. No whistle. Play is continuing here. Storjahan racing up the left side. Puck in the high slot. Barrow with a chance. That's deflected wide in front. Easily, that could have been an interference call on that hit, but it was not. The puck was well gone. Well gone.
Let's go, Dragons!
Here's Moore back into the right side with a shot to the front of the net. Tipped away by McGill Diaz. Cutting in the slot. Storjohn with a shot. Save made to the rebound. Bounced off McGill Diaz and just wide. Oh, my. Kept in by Columbus here. Hamilton will play it up the wall, and it bounces out to center. And as I mentioned earlier, this is hey, they seem to be letting him play, and there were a couple of penalties that could have been called. Haven't been so far. Now, after that hit, and no call, I am a little concerned that this may get out of hand. And, you talk about wanting to get your teams through to the postseason in as healthy a manner as possible. I hope that happens, but now I don't feel good about it. Bedard putting the puck in front. Puck at the left point. Here's McGill Diaz with a shot. Babin the save, and Cox is going to get spun around in front, battling with Thornton. Yeah, this one's going to get ugly and out of hand because the referees are not controlling it. Mark my words, this is going to be bad. 7:34 to go in the first. We're going to break. Back with the War in a moment. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
Gorget is a local craft distillery based in Lugoff, South Carolina, producing rum, vodka, whiskey, and bourbon in small batches. Founded in 2015 by 3 local gentlemen, Gorget has a fine line of handmade, local spirits. No matter what you desire, we have something for you. Isn't it about time you revolutionize your spirit? Visit us online at gorgetdistilling.com.
For 25 years, Stefano's Italian of Florence has brought the heart of Italy to your table. Experience the tradition with hand-tossed pizzas crafted with love and care. Our secret is our robust Italian seasonings and the finest imported cheese and our choice imported meats. At Stefano's, we share a taste of the old country with each bite. Stefano's, a taste of Italy.
Back here on PD IceCats Hockey, Tom Callahan here with you. Thanks for joining us, everybody. First period action brought to you by your PD area GMC dealers. We are scoreless so far. 7:34 left to go in this opening frame here. Last game of the regular season between Columbus and your PD IceCats. Game 56, we made it. And the PD IceCats made the postseason. Now they know they will play the Athens Rock Lobsters. And they know that they will host Game 2 on Saturday night, a week from tonight, 7:15 p.m. Columbus is going to rag the puck deep into the offensive zone. There's a quick shot, save made in front on Ryan Hunter. The rebound up the slot, Underwood, battling to try to keep it in. To his right side, Underwood with a wrist shot, missed the net. Around it goes to the left point. Thornton trying to keep it in up top. His wrister is tipped wide. McGill Diaz on the far side. He'll backhand it up the wall. Wilson trying to poke it ahead. And now here's Jake Cox on a bouncer. He does get it free. Robinson tried to toe drag. That was stuffed. And now back comes Columbus. They'll bring it back in. Fortin leaving it. Hunter with a shot. Oh, that caught Colgan up high. Rang the bell on Colgan a little bit, and he is stunned by that when he got the quick whistle. Oh, boy, I think it caught him just under the mask. Boy, I can tell you, I've gotten a couple of those, and I mean, for as much padding as a goaltender wears, somehow, once a game, maybe twice, a puck will find a way to sneak in where there is no padding. There's nothing you can do about it, and it's the absolute worst feeling in the world. Because it's going to leave a welt. We used to joke back in the day it would also leave made in Czechoslovakia on your body, but well, there is no more Czechoslovakia, and most pucks these days that we use in the games are coming from Canada, although some do come from the Czech Republic. So yes, boys and girls, back in the day, Czech Republic and Slovakia were once one country. An icing call against PD sent down, 6:41 to go here in the first period. Still no score this one. IceCats hockey brought to you by Gatorade, the official thirst quencher. By XGen, the official recovery and rejuvenation partner. By Celsius, the official energy drink. By Pepsi, the official soft drink. And Pepsi Zero, the official soft drink of IceCats goaltenders. Draw to the right of Brendan Colgan, who looks to be no worse for wear. Face off, one back to the left point, kept in by Columbus. Over to the right side, Colton fans on a shot, tries a backhand. That's kicked out by Pizzamenti. And now 3-on-2 developing. Left-siders Frolov moving in. Frolov driving the net in, and he hooks it high. Might have had a stick tip there by Colton as he let the shot go. Puck up top is kept in. Pizzamenti with a wrister. Save made, and the rebound knocked out of the air towards the left point. Swatted back in there. A centering attempt there, and that one is blocked on the way through as Welsh tried to sneak it up. And now it'll be Jemaev going the other way. Colgan's going to come way out to play this loose puck away to Frolov. Frolov skips around a hit from Galvin and gets the puck to center. Both teams trying to work a change here as it's coughed up back into the PD end under 6 to go in the first. Here comes Patrick Marcinkiewicz onto the right side, and Lenkov cutting in wide around Patekin. In on goal, right across. Marcinkiewicz shot off the outside of the net. Goaltender was down, and now in front, and now cross-check down in front is Marcinkiewicz and Ian Babin. Babin took a shot at Patrick Marcinkiewicz. It was Wynn who delivered the cross-check, and now Kyle Moore has wrapped up with Zajac over at the near side. We're going to finally get our first penalty call of the game, but it's about time because this garbage has been going all period. Wynn just absolutely reefed Marcinkiewicz, and now Hamilton comes over to hug Moore and let him know that that's enough. And now Zajac gets grabbed. Babin, once Wynn cross-checked Marcinkiewicz down to the ice, then Babin gave him an extra shot while he was on the ice, and his helmet was off, which should also be penalized, but probably won't. And now the referees are telling Marcinkiewicz to shut up, but he's got every right to be completely upset. Because if there's not a penalty to both Wynn and Babin on this play, that's just injustice. I mean, a couple of cheap shots. Win with a cross-check right across the nameplate on Marcinkiewicz. Knocked his helmet off. Thankfully, Patty didn't hit his head on the ice without his helmet. And then Babin nails him while he's down there. All this fun and excitement coming at 14:22. So let's see what they're going to end up with here. Of course, for whatever reason, I always have trouble getting the game sheet to load in Columbus. I don't know why that is. It's just the weirdest thing. It takes a minute. And sometimes it doesn't load at all, but... well, we're still trying to figure this all out here. So Marcinkiewicz and Wynn get matching 2-minute minors. Well, I say matching. I don't know that they're matching, but it looks like it's going to be 4-on-4 out of this. I'd imagine Wing gets cross-checking. Let's see here. So, all right, now we have another one. Moore is getting 2 for unsportsmanlike conduct. And it is cross-checking against Wynn. Let's see what Marcinkiewicz is going to get here. It may be a PD power play. And if it is, it would be 4-on-3. Although, no, they're putting the faceoff out at center. Unless they accidentally put the penalty on Kyle Moore, and it's supposed to be on Marcinkiewicz. They haven't put anything else up there yet. Okay, 4-on-4 is what we're doing on the ice, but that's not what's on the sheet. So we'll try to figure that out for you. Let's pick up the call here. Okay, so there you go. Zajac also got 2 for unsportsmanlike, along with Moore getting 2 for unsportsmanlike. And then roughing was what was called against Patrick Marcinkiewicz. So, 4 guys in the box, 2 on each side, and we're playing 4-on-4. So the unsportsmanlikes basically wash each other out here. As leg call back in the left side. Frolov wrapped up at center. He and Barrow, and now Frolov got the stick up, and he's going to go as he got Barrow in the schnoz with it. And here we go. All right, 4:57 left to go in the first period. Scoreless. Back with more in a moment. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
McLeod Health is committed to helping you obtain a healthy lifestyle and improve your overall health. Medically trained in the areas of fitness and nutrition, we can help you reduce your risk for certain diseases and live a long, healthy life through fitness and wellness programs, community health education, and 2 medically based wellness centers. McLeod Health is with you on your journey to better health. Discover a new you at McLeod Health and Fitness Centers.
Get ready to savor the flavors of our long-standing family recipes bursting with authenticity and love. Indulge in the vibrant colors and aromas that create a fiesta for your senses with every bite. Your journey through our menu is a delicious adventure guided by tradition and the freshest ingredients Mother Earth has to offer. Come join us at 842 Woody Jones Boulevard in Florence Order online at margaritasmexicanrestaurants.com. Margaritas. Experience the love in every bite.
Back here, we now have a power play. The first one of the game. It's going to the Columbus River Dragons. High sticking against Frolov. It is a 2-minute high sticking call. So that means the Ice Cats onto the Bluefish IT Solutions penalty kill. Face off coming out to the left of Brennan Colgan. It's going to be a 4-on-3 power play. So it's going to be Miguel Diaz out there with Gullo and Charlie Bedard to start things out here. Columbus will win the draw. Here's Barrow to his left with a wrist shot, deflected to the glass. Ends up on the near side. Hunter moving it up top, and he'll get it back on the right side. Top of the circle. Columbus will set it up. Far side Barrow back across slot. Moore a shot, and he rips it out of play. Face off again to the left of Brennan Colgan. So we've got 57 seconds left to go in the 4-on-4 situation. As the puck onto the right side, into the slot. Hunter in with a shot, and way out to challenge and make a blocker save was Brendan Colgan. Aggressive on his angle there. Here's Storjahan to his left. He'll leave it to the right side. Barrow also now cycling across the blue line, leaving it to the near circle. Ryan Hunter. Down low, Storjahan to the dot. Up top, feeding it, and no shot there. Moving to his right, Colton. Over one time by Hunter, but save made at the left post there, and now at the line. Ooh, Colton just kept it onside. They'll rotate it around again. Hunter looking back door, went off a skate, and now the other way. Here's Gullo trying to race after it. He's at the end of his penalty killing shift, though, and he'll just stop and let his mates change. We'll get it across to Razilov, and Razilov will send it on down the ice. Absorbs a hit there from Ryan Hunter. And now it's 5-on-4 for the next 38 seconds as Columbus wanders in once again offside. And the coincidentals return, so Moore and Zajac. Zajac will be out there with Robinson, Razilov, and Della Savita. Try to get through the rest of this Bluefish IT Solutions penalty kill. Scoreless here in the first, 3:32 to go in the opening frame. Zajac winning it back, a rolling puck that Della Savita shovels out to center. Thornton on it there. He'll go to the right side. Mott back towards Thornton, and Columbus try to work it in on the wing, and Mott was repulsed at the line by Razilov. Jemayev has to go back for it. Columbus trying to wind it up through center. Right side, here's Doherty. Cuts in over the line. Doherty onto the left side, half wall. Columbus looking to set it up. Fed into the left wing corner. Up top, Fortin to the left point, shot by Thornton. A shot, save made, and the rebound shoved just wide. Now a centering attempt is blocked, and back to full strength for the Ice Cats as it's sent out of there to center. Thornton had backed up to make sure that there was no breakout pass, and boy, I tell you what, Frolov was looking. 2:43 to go in the first. Back to 5-on-5 as it's deflected down by Jemayev. Colgan will fire it ahead, looking for Gullo. Gullo with a backhand head. Welsh pass across for Frolov. He has to double back for it. Tried to scoop it ahead. Turned over. Fortin in over the line, left side. To the dot. Wrist shot. Shoulder save. Colgan. Big rebound. Is kept it up top. Underwood on the left side. He's tied up. Puck to the far wall. Miguel Diaz will dump it along. Welsh tips it to center. Welsh up after it aggressively here. Gullo tried to follow the play. Has to dump it in. And PD heading for a change. Galvin sending it around the rim. into the PD, and Robinson up after it. He'll bounce it off the glass out to center. Puck fired back in. Colgan trying to slow it down. Well, more and more this game appears that it's going to turn into a bit of a tone setter just in case these two teams see each other again. Here's Cox moving it in. There's a shot. Glove save on Robinson. Rebound to Marcinkiewicz. He was picked up before he got his shot away. Down to the left point, Miguel Diaz through a seam, and that one is booted away. Ends up with Texmo on the left wing. And he'll push it ahead. Joel Texmo tried to chip it ahead, but Galvin couldn't get to it. Now return the other way left side to Cox. Cox will dump it in. Babin will leave it there for Wynn. Marcinkiewicz wheels by. Wynn will look up the middle of the ice. And the puck ahead to center Galvin. Onto the left wing. Sargent breaks up that pass in over the line. And Marcinkiewicz trying to turn it the other way. Now ahead, Pizzamenti driving on the backhand with a shot. Deflects into the corner. Colton got a stick on it. Right side, Marcinkiewicz on it. Had it taken away by Moore. And now the other way, Kyle Moore. Left side moving in. Moore stops, delays, looking for help. A shot. Colgan got to his left to make the save. Now stretch through center. Marcinkiewicz up. He's going to delay. Cut to the right wing. He's got help coming. Feeds it onto the left side corner to Hamilton. Hamilton in front right across the goal mouth out the other side. And now here's a break for Moore up the right side. Pass behind him. But he collects. 3-on-2. They move in. Moore. Backdoor feed. And that one was blocked on the way through. I think Sargent got a piece of it. Turned right back as they're trading chances now. Hamilton right side to Marcinkiewicz. And wrist shot. Save Babin. And this time he'll hold on. Boy, that little stretch of hockey was probably way outside the comfort zone of both coaches, but it generated some scoring chances in either end as we're down to the final 24.9 of the period. Oh, my goodness. Face off to the left of Babin. Gullo looking over his shoulder here as Della Savita and Razulov behind him. But it's won back by Columbus, and they're going to throw it out to center. Hunter on it there, trying to go across, and that pass broken up and miscommunication. It's turned back over to Hunter, but he is in early, and it took Jamea forever to get out of the zone. It gives PD a bit of a pass here. They just fling it on out of the zone, a bouncer back into the Columbus end of things, and that's going to do it for the period. Well, I guess the horn didn't go there, but the period did indeed end, so the referee's blowing the whistles on it. So that is 20 minutes, and unlike yesterday's game, we have no scoring so far in this one. Although we have had quite a bit of the rough stuff, and it's getting a little rambunctious out there. So we're going to step on into our first period intermission report. When we come back, not only are we going to jump inside the numbers, but we're going to break down the goal-scoring race here between Patrick's Marcinkiewicz and Tyler Barrow. 42 goals apiece coming into tonight's game. They share the league lead in goal scoring. And we're going to take a look at what makes them both so successful in that endeavor. Plus, we're going to take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard as well, so stay tuned. There is more coming your way. 20 minutes in, scoreless. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
For 20 years, we've captured more than weddings. We've captured legacies. The laughter, the tears, the moments that last a lifetime. Every glance, every vow, every I do, preserved in stunning cinematic detail. Because your love story deserves more than memories. It deserves to be a film that lives forever. Something to remember wedding productions. 2 decades of love stories, beautifully told.
Welcome to Seminar Brewing, where craft beer meets culinary delight. Located at 551 West Lucas Street in the heart of Florence, we offer an unforgettable experience for beer enthusiasts and food lovers alike. Pair your favorite brew with our mouth-watering menu. Our kitchen serves up everything from savory snacks to hearty meals, all crafted to complement our beers perfectly. Seminar Brewing. Taste the difference that local passion makes.
Southco Commercial Curb Appeal is the trusted partner for businesses in Florence and surrounding areas that want to maintain a clean, safe, and attractive commercial properties. With our wide range of services, from sweeping and landscaping to snow and ice treatment, we're here to ensure your property remains in pristine condition all year long. South Coast Commercial Curb Appeal. Experience the difference.
With over 74 years of combined experience, Hometown Floor Coverings is the PD's flooring experts with attention to detail and professionalism. Whether it's commercial or residential, our installers are very reputable and trustworthy. Contact us today for free estimates. Hometown Floor Coverings, the flooring installers you can trust. Bring new life to your home.
Welcome to Creekside, where great food meets the perfect game of pool. Since 2021, we've been serving up delicious meals and creating memorable moments in our unique dining atmosphere. Whether you're planning a celebration or a corporate gathering, Creekside offers the ideal blend of delectable cuisine and entertainment. Come for the taste, stay for the experience. Creekside, the ultimate destination for fun and flavor.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
And we're back here in the first period intermission report. Tom Callahan here with you. Thanks for joining us as we are 20 minutes in, scoreless so far in this one between your PD IceCats and the Columbus River Dragons. Final home game of the regular season here for both of these teams. Or, well, final regular season game, I suppose I should say. I keep saying home game. You know, it's kind of funny. It doesn't happen often. But sometimes my brain reverts into, boy, didn't I used to work here mode. Of course, I spent 3 years as the voice of the River Dragons. And sometimes, just sometimes, the brain wants to take over a little bit. So, obviously not a PD IceCats home game, but makes me chuckle to myself sometimes. And it's always fun for me personally to come back here to Columbus. Love the fans here. Folks are always great to talk to. Still have plenty of friends in the area who I absolutely love seeing. But I absolutely would love to see an IceCats win here this evening as well. So right now, no scoring through the first. And there were definitely scoring chances there. Both goaltenders had to be pretty solid. Brendan Colgan turning aside all 12 shots he saw from the River Dragons. This is a markedly different opening to this game tonight than it was last night. Columbus didn't have 12 shots through 2 periods. Last night through the first and second, the River Dragons only had 11 shots on goal. And it was a 5-2 lead heading into that third period. It was 6-2, 23 seconds into the third. And it looked like it wasn't Columbus's night, but then they rallied to win it in overtime, 7-6. And I think tonight, number one, it's a much more physical game. We've seen some big hits on either end. And the other thing that we have seen here, the goaltenders, again, have had to be sharp. And I thought that Trevor Bavin played well last night. And he's back in tonight for Columbus. But really, this evening feels a little bit more about getting some frustrations out. Two teams that saw each other yesterday, and both of them have reason to be upset for the way they played yesterday. Yeah, Columbus won, and they won it in overtime. But the River Dragons looked terrible for 2 periods. But then they played a good third. Meanwhile, the IceCats have reason to be upset because they played a great first 2 periods, and then they struggled in the third and allowed Columbus to come back and tie it. So both of these teams are annoyed at their performance from yesterday. There is some frustration on both sides. And for both the River Dragons and the IceCats, there's a bit of a want to set things right. And again, with the tone setting, with everything that these teams want to accomplish here, they're heading into the postseason as the 3 and 4 seeds. They don't have home ice advantage. They're going to have to not only be aggressive in jumping into their series, but I'll tell you what, Columbus is going to go into an absolute battle against Monroe And likewise, PD has got to have its best hockey ready to go for the Athens Rock Lobsters. It's not going to be easy for these lower seeds to win their playoff series. So this is really the last chance to sharpen things up and get it ready to go into this postseason for these two teams. So I think maybe we're probably going to see a continuation of the escalation here into the second period. I feel like the physical play will continue to ramp up, and we may see some shenanigans. That's just my prediction for how things are going to go. In that first period, would you believe it if I told you there was only one power play? And it belonged to the Columbus River Dragons. They went 0 for 1 with the man advantage. PD did not see a man advantage in that period. Now, when we come back, we are going to talk about the goal-scoring race here between Patrick Marcinkiewicz, Tyler Barrow as they come into tonight's game. Marcinkiewicz and Barrow tied for the league lead in goals with 42. Gus Ford of Athens has 40. So it may come down between these two who's able to get on the board, which is why it's a little surprising that no one has yet. But stay tuned. So when we come back on the other side of the break, we're going to break it down for you a little bit. Plus, of course, we always have that look at the out-of-town scoreboard. Super busy night in the NHL. Plus, if you're a golf fan, we'll talk about the Masters. All that and more coming your way. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network. This portion of today's broadcast is brought to you by McLeod Health and Fitness Center, the wellness leader. Austin and Associates. The right agent can lead the way. Hertz Car Rentals. Smart deals for any destination. Sports Clips Haircuts. The pros in men's and boys' hair.
McLeod Health is committed to helping you obtain a healthy lifestyle and improve your overall health. Medically trained in the areas of fitness and nutrition, we can help you reduce your risk for certain diseases and live a long, healthy life through fitness and wellness programs, community health education, and 2 medically based wellness centers. McLeod Health is with you on your journey to better health. Discover a new you at McLeod Health and Fitness Centers.
Known for his integrity, attention to detail, and client-first approach, Sean Austin builds lasting relationships based on trust and results. Whether you're a first-time homebuyer, a seasoned investor, or looking to sell your current home, Sean combines local expertise with strong negotiation skills to deliver a seamless experience from start to finish. Austin and Associates at RE/MAX Professionals. Your next address is just a slap shot away. Go IceCats!
Driving a new car from Hertz might drive your real car crazy.
Nice car. Looks new.
Thanks, Tom Brady.
Have a fling with our newest fleet yet.
I'll miss your new car smell.
Rent now at Hertz.com.
No matter which sport clips you walk into, you'll know it's special. And just for you. Our stylists don't guess your best cut. They are experts in men's and boys' hair. Our cutting zone has all the basics in specialized equipment. From our comfortable cutting chairs to an array of specialized cutting tools and clippers. We got you covered. Visit Sport Clips of Florence today, located at 1940 Hoffmeyer Road, Suite D. We are the pros in men's hair.
The PD IceCats are lighting up the scoreboard, and Powers Properties is proud to be the official housing provider. Looking for an apartment? Powers Properties has you covered with modern apartments, convenient locations, and a team that puts you first. Just like the IceCats, we know what it takes to win, on and off the ice. Score big with Powers Properties. Relax, you are home.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
And we are back here on PD IceCats Hockey. Tom Callahan here with you. 20 minutes in the books. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Scoreless so far. Before we get to the out-of-town scoreboard, want to look inside this battle for the goal-scoring title here in the FPHL. It comes down between these two guys. That's right. You've got the battle going on between Patrick Marcinkiewicz and Tyler Barrow here for Columbus. And this right here is what you want to look at. 42 goals apiece for these guys so far. That's where it matters most. They are tied for first in the league lead for goals. Now, Barrow, 70 assists, obviously more than Marcinkiewicz, 46, and 112 points on the season. But nobody scored yet. Yesterday, Patrick's had a goal. Barrow had two. And I'll tell you what, coming down to the final game, it's pretty exciting between these two guys. I want to break it down a little. First, let's look at Tyler Barrow from Columbus and what makes him so good as we take a look here. And I mean, Barrow is a guy who is able to stop, get himself into space, and that's what you're going to see right here. As you're going to take a look, you're going to see Barrow over here on this side. What he does is he finds the open ice. He's got a lane to the net, and he's going to bring it right in and be able to shoot and score here. And he's so good at being able to do that. Now we're going to see on this next clip here, Barrow, the exact same thing. Stop it right there. Well, we can go back and look at it. You'll see Barrow, again, there's all this open ice right here, and that's where Barrow's going to slide into. And he just finds the open lane, and he's able to drift right into that. Go ahead and roll it, Aiden. And he finds that way to put the puck in the net. That is what he's so good at. He's a good skater. He's a smart player. He's able to get himself into that space, and he finds the open ice. Marcinkiewicz, a little bit different style when it comes to goal scoring. Patty is a guy who, as you watch right here, stop it right there, Aiden, as he's able to kind of in this space up top, he makes his move and beats both defenders here, cuts in, and then uses this as a screen for his shot coming in on goal. And so we can go ahead and roll that one. As you can see, Marcinkiewicz with the goal there. And now again, you're going to see Marcinkiewicz. The other thing he does, he's coming in from the top side up here. He's another guy who can use his speed. This is his defender right here. And that's going to be an on factor because Marcinkiewicz is going to cut into the slot, and you can see the pass coming across here, and he does a great job getting into space. And so that is another way Marcinkiewicz is so valuable, and another one that he's just so good at. He shoots the puck. I mean, the minute he gets it on his stick, he's going to release it, and you see it right there. Doesn't wait around. The quick release is huge for Marcinkiewicz. That's why when he's able to dangle, get himself into space, and make those things happen, he is able to do just that, and it's such a cool thing to watch. But Marcinkiewicz, a different style of goal scorer from Barrow. Barrow is much more about finding the open space. Not that Marcinkiewicz doesn't, but Marcinkiewicz is much better at creating the open space for himself when he's able to maybe look like he's running into too many traffic cones and a little bit of pylons. Well, he's able to get through it. Who's going to end up with the goal-scoring title? Well, we don't know yet, but 40 minutes left to see if either one of them or both of them are going to break through here in this scoreless game so far. We'll push the scoreboard to the second period intermission, and we'll take a look at it then. But that's it. 20 minutes in, scoreless so far. When we come back, time for second period action. It's on tap and brought to you by Bud Light. We're back with more in a moment. This is IceCats Hockey.
Hey, grab me one, too.
This sandwich, it's a complete game changer. Hello, this is Mike, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Pretzel Cheddar Club is that juicy chicken with that toasty pretzel bun. From the first bite to the last bite, that bun, it's crispy, cozy, just amazing. With the pretzel bun, the Dijon mustard, and the chicken, you have those three things together, and it makes that sweet, savory kind of combination. It's everything that you love about food rolled into one. It looks phenomenal. It tastes great. It's delicious.
Real guest paid for their testimonial.
From home entertainment to the technology that keeps your world connected and secure, at PHT Audio Video and Security, We don't stop at residential solutions. Our team designs and installs professional commercial systems built for performance and reliability. Secure what matters with advanced security systems and stay protected day or night with powerful camera systems engineered for clarity. No matter the need, expertly installed and perfectly integrated.
Do you love disc golf? Smiling Skull Disc Golf is a pro shop for disc golfers of all skill levels and budgets. We carry hundreds of discs from many different manufacturers, including plastic glow discs for those winter evening rounds. Whether you have been birdie hunting for years or you're seeking your first putter, our knowledgeable staff can help find the perfect disc for you. We also carry carts, bags, retrievers, grip enhancers, and more. Smiling Skull Disc Golf, where customers are valued and we seek to find you eternal happiness.
Hey, this is Kendria Robinson, family nurse practitioner at Practical Purpose Solutions. If you are dealing with brain fog, fatigue, lack of energy, not feeling productive at work due to that, or you're having any type of gut health problems, or you're even having a severe cold, book your IV hydration therapy service with Practical Purpose Solutions at practicalpurposesolutions.com, or you can call 843-799-2210. We look forward to serving you. You have the problem and we have the solution.
Welcome to the PD region, where Southern charm meets unforgettable adventure. Paddle scenic waterways, explore quiet trails, and experience nature at its finest. Savor local flavors, discover vibrant downtowns, and shop unique boutiques. From live music to hometown festivals, there's always something happening. The PD region, authentic, welcoming, and waiting for you. Plan your visit at pdtourism.com. Hockey, Tom Callahan here with you. Thanks for joining me as we are heading into second period action. Brought to you by Bud Light, another fantastic sponsor of PD IceCats hockey here. And it's the final regular season game for both of these teams. 55 up, 1 left to go. And here in the second, it's going to be Welsh and Frolov on the wings for Gullo, with McGill Diaz and Bedard on defense. Gullo in for the draw at center. IceCats rolling left to right across your radio dial here. And, whoop, didn't like that one. Doherty jumped earlier over there. Let's try to get this period underway this time. One back by Gullo. And now Bedard back after it. McGill Diaz up the left side. Frolov ahead. And Gullo will attack to start things off. Gullo up the left wing with a shot wide of the net. Tipped around to the right point. Bedard down. His chance towards the front. That's deflected out by the stick of Colton. Doherty swats it away to center. Rolling puck there goes off. Frolov up in the air off the mid of Gullo. That's a hand pass. We'll get a whistle just 25 seconds in. If you're just joining us, welcome. We appreciate you being here. Don't forget that single game playoff tickets are on sale right now. The first game in PD will be Game 2 Saturday night, 7:15 p.m. against the Athens Rock Lobsters. It is a best-of-3 series, so it is the only game of the series PD has a chance to host. We want you to come out and be a part of the whiteout. If you've got a white jersey, wear it. Anything white, come on out. It's an awesome sight when we white out the building, especially when we sell out Florence Center. Tickets on sale through the Florence Center box office and online at Ticketmaster.com. Puck sent into the Columbus end of things here. Arriving from the right point, Bedard will keep it in again. Frolov trying to one-hand it deep. And tied up Welsh. Puck drifts free on the near side. Galvin in trouble, gets it away to the far wall. And now it'll be brought out through center. Turning with it there is Bedard. And now off the change, Legkov. He'll dump it in. Scoots past Babin. Onto the near side. And looking for it here is Jemaev. Jemaev getting it across. Crowd trying to urge the River Dragons on here in Columbus. And now it's turned away. And now up the right side comes Dennis Sychik. Zajic cutting it wide on the backhand with a shot. Save made Babin, and he'll hold on. 1:15 into the second. Face-off will stay inside the Columbus River Dragons end of thing here. And the face-off. Zajic out there with Legkov and Marcinkiewicz, Razulov and Della Savita. Checking that right skate blade there is Della Savita. Make sure everything's kosher. Storjahan in across from Zajic. Zajic wins it back, ends up with it. Into the circle, he feeds Marcinkiewicz. Marcinkiewicz side of the net in front. Della Savita stopped on the doorstep there by Babin. Great stop in tight. Now sent back down the ice, and once again, Bockwell's got to loop back after it. Bockwell out to center. That puck is tied up. Razulov ends up swatting it back. Marcinkiewicz will chase back. And he'll flip it ahead into space. A little too far for Legkov there. And now Columbus will go back the other way. Razulov up with it. Can't hang on to it. Zajic turning around to the far side, though, off the glass. Sends it down. Thornton back after it, racing. And that one will be an icing call. 2:01 into the second period. The Storjahan unit remains out there, along with Moore and Barrow. Zajic in for a big defensive zone draw here. One back to the left point. Columbus will keep it in. Moore is down at the side of the net. Razulov trying to move the puck away, and I have no idea why Moore is down. Now here's a stretch the other way. Marcinkiewicz knocked down from behind. Still got a shot away, and the save made by Babin. And Moore gets up. He did not get the red card. Back the other way. That play should be offside, but they let it go. Now it's turned away to center anyway by PD. Legkov dumps it into the left wing corner. Thornton up through center. Turn back in, and it'll be left behind the net. Nope, Colgan electing to fling it around the far side glass. Out the right side, Sargent with a pass, rolled past Wilson. Robinson up after it, into the corner, gives it back to Wilson. Wilson cutting at the side of the net, back onto the right half wall with it. In front for a tip, deflected behind the net. Another centering attempt banked around to the right point. Hamilton with a shot, that one scoots wide. Jake Cox chasing to the far corner. He'll work it around behind Wilson, try to tap it in front, pass is blocked. Clearing attempt, Robinson keeps it in. Robinson tried to turn with a quick shot, and that one went off the shin pads of Thornton. Backhanded away to center. And up the right side, here's Thornton, but he gave it away. Sargent returning it to the Columbus line to 3:20 into this second period. Columbus breaks back quickly on the left side. A backdoor feed. Just couldn't quite connect with Alexander Jemayev. And now 3-on-3 the other way. Robinson, he's going to fire it in, though. They're going to go to the change with the puck right in front. Welsh is stopped. Glove saved by Babin. A fortunate kick. Went right to Drew Welsh in the slot. A great chance there, and Babin got his right arm on it. Back the other way for PD. Great scoring chance. Here comes Gullo weaving in left side. Gullo with a shot, and that one was blocked by the D. Frolov, his chance save made. Rebound, Babin again, save. Frolov again. Babin to his right to make the stop. Frolov feels like he was hooked up on his way to try to get to that rebound, but he still got a pretty good chance off. And Trevor Babin has made 4 or 5 tremendous saves to open this period for Columbus. Boy, PD came out quickly. 4:09 into the second, and the IceCats have really been carrying the play. Gullo, Welsh, Frolov remain out there. And the faceoff is one back. Colton behind the net, trying to flip it up the near side. Gullo over after it into the slot. Frolov a shot and against. Holding down on it is Babin. He'll hang on to that one. Right in the breadbasket. Draw will come to his left. Gullo again. Checking here before getting to the faceoff dot. As he gets in, puts a stick down, wins it back. Welsh shot through traffic. That actually hit Gullo on the way through. And now Galvin up the right side. He'll bring it ahead. Little flip into the right wing corner. Bedard will leave it back up the other way. Kept into the right point, though. Long shot wide of the net. Comes around to the near rim. Half wall, Jemaev. Jemaev knocked down. Gets it over, though. Galvin, far side. And now a penalty coming up against PD. Puck out at center. Frolov able to get the touch. And into the box for tripping. It's going to be Charlie Bedard. .435, time of the penalty. Second power play of the game for the River Dragons. And only the second power play of the game for either side. Back to the Bluefish IT Solutions penalty kill. 7th in the league this year for the IceCats, 20.7%. Or pardon me, 10th on the kill, 78.4% for the IceCats. First on the power play for the River Dragons at 26.6%. Zajic tried to clear it around. It was cut off behind the net. A centering attempt. Ends up on the left half wall. Barrow chasing a roller. Feeds it up top. Here's Underwood through the slot. And Colgan, the save, hangs on. No rebound there. Face-off will be to the right. Off Colgan once again here. Zajic in for the draw. And across from Storjahan. Puck to the left point. Underwood on it. He's challenged up top. Gets it across. Ryan Hunter around the rim. Hamilton behind the net battling over there. And it scoots up the slot. There's a shot by Underwood and a blocker save held on to by Colgan. 5:06 into the second period, and Brendan Colgan returning the sharpness in net shown early by Trevor Babin. Both goaltenders continuing to duel in this one. We're scoreless early second period action brought to you by Bud Light. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
Known for his integrity, attention to detail, and client-first approach, Sean Austin builds lasting relationships based on trust and results. Whether you're a first-time homebuyer, a seasoned investor, or looking to sell your current home, Sean combines local expertise with strong negotiation skills to deliver a seamless experience from start to finish. Austin and Associates at RE/MAX Professionals. Your next address is just a slap shot away. Go IceCats!
Driving a new car from Hertz might drive your real car crazy.
Nice car. Looks new.
Thanks, Tom Brady.
Have a flame with our newest fleet yet.
I'll miss your new car smell.
Rent now at Hertz.com.
All right, back here for the final game of the regular season for both these teams. Scoreless so far. Face off to the left of Brendan Colgan. 1 minute, 30 seconds left to go in the River Dragons power play. Their second of the game. They're 0 for 1. 5:06 into the second, and the face-off one back towards Hamilton, and he's approached by Moore. Puck to the line, not out. Storjahan falls, though. Frolov has a stick tied up, still couldn't get it out of there. Hunter puts it off of Gullo, and it does go out of the zone. Now bumped in on the left side. Storjahan getting it across. There's a shot wide on the blocker side. Up to the left point. Carrying it down is Barrow. Barrow in front. Sticked away by Colgan. Puck to the far side. Hunter up after it. And finally Frolov able to get it out of there. IceCats are going to change out 3 of the 4 penalty killers. Hamilton remaining. He's going to try to scoot to the bench here if he can. But nope. Columbus back the other way. They try to walk in. More wide on Hamilton. Forced him to the corner. Lost the puck over there. Chance to clear. And now the River Dragons have to back up to their own line. Marcinkiewicz on the way. And now back in comes Barrow. River Dragons right side. They'll step back in. Cross ice feed. Storjahan cutting in the slot. Couldn't shoot. Put it up top. Fake shot there over to the far dot. And that's ripped wide. Around the glass it goes. Towards the left point. It is steered out by Marcinkiewicz. Zajac will chase it down while Thornton stops behind his own net. Down to 17 seconds to go on the man advantage. Columbus time for one more rush, but they misfire at center. It's turned back to Marcinkiewicz. He's going to wander back to his own blue line and out-turn. Lost the handle, though. Gave it up to Jemayev on the left side. Jemayev waiting for a little bit of help. Feeds the point shot wide of the net by Thornton. Over to the far side, Pizzamenti stretching, can't clear. Pressure stays in the zone. As now the change complete. Out there is Elijah Wilson here. Marcinkiewicz behind the net battling over there with Fortin. Pushed to the far side. Pizzamenti poked it away from Jemayev. Pizzamenti trying to move it up the left side wall. Gets it ahead. Elijah Wilson as Marcinkiewicz feeds him on the right side. Marcinkiewicz lost it in his skates. Puck right at the blue line does come to center now. On to the right wing. Here's Jemayev. Jemayev moving up as help coming in. Jemayev stops right wing. It's pushed up towards the line. Off of Bockwell. He keeps in but only for a moment. And now PD to center. Wilson moving ahead. Elijah Wilson cutting in high in the slot. Leaving right side. Bedard's got a lane. Walks in. Backdoor feed. And that's stopped by Babin as he got the right pad out. Then the net comes off behind him. Another good stop from Trevor Babin. 7:24 into this second period. We're still searching for the first goal. Face off to the right of the Columbus goal. Jake Cox will step in. He's got Robinson and Welsh out there. Line's a little scrambled after the penalty kill here. He does win the draw. Puck up top. Bedard swings it back. Left side, McGill Diaz fans on it. Came right back to him. He'll swing it deep to Welsh. Welsh leaving it off Robinson. Back for Welsh. Welsh falls, trying to move it up the wall. Puck is turned away, and at center ends up back with McGill Diaz. Bedard sends it in right side. Takes a bump for it. Welsh tipped it in. Didn't get it too deep, though, and right back come the River Dragons on the right side. They'll throw it around the rim. Colgan trying to knock it down. Puck to the near wing. Underwood pulled down by Robinson. Another penalty coming up against PD. It'll be the third power play of the night for the River Dragons. Robinson into the box, and I mean, it goes without saying, although I do like to say it from time to time, you can't give the number one power play in the league too many kicks at the can. .806 time of the penalty. Third power play of the night for the River Dragons. They're 0 for 2. Although PD is one of the most dangerous shorthanded teams in the league. They haven't had a shorthanded goal in a while, but the IceCats for a while leading the league in shorties. They've got 12. Haven't had one in about a month, though. Gullo starts with a chance to clear. He's just going to meander through center with it. He'll send it ahead to Zajac. Back to Gullo. Gullo on the left side, just scoots it into the corner of the Columbus end, and the River Dragons have to come all the way back down the ice. Kyle Moore lost the puck in space. Zajac will play it across. Razilov flings it right side, and it banks past Gullo down the ice, but he'll pressure Underwood all the way behind the net. Gullo trying to lean on Underwood, and now a quick change of the penalty-killing forwards. And a tip of a pass out to center. Hamilton turning it back off that deflection from Frolov. Now Underwood at his own line has to force feed it across the ice. Columbus will finally break in over the line. Centering attempt, and now Colgan. Ooh, dangerous chance. Now the puck in the slot. A shot! And that one is blocked by Hamilton. He doesn't know where it is. It's in the skates. Now Moore pulls it out. Looks for a shot. Left pad save. Rebound up the slot. Another chance, and Colgan a stop. Brendan Colgan turning him aside right now. There's another chance. Underwood right into the chest protector, and it's held on by Brendan Colgan. Oh, my goodness. We've got a goaltending clinic here tonight between these two. 53 seconds to go on the man advantage. And Columbus, I tell you what, they got to be shaking their heads as much as the PD IceCats. And both goaltenders have just been fantastic. Zajac and Gullo out with McGill Diaz. And Hamilton here. Jemayev in for the face-off across from Zajac. And they try to push it ahead in the circle. They run into Hamilton. Jemayev rips it around to the far side. It comes up to the right point. Colton sending it across the line. Past Thornton and out of the zone. Zajac getting to it. Tried to backhand it ahead. Looking for a breaking Gullo, but couldn't make it work. Back the other way on the right side. Here's Doherty in over the line. Doherty will swing it around behind the net. Waiting at the left half wall. Colton and now, whoop! Hey, the glass came right on out. Okay. A heavy hit in the corner there jarred the entire pane right on out. Now, fortunately, it did not break. It just came down as a square. But, well, that's something, isn't it? So we'll give them a minute. While they're doing that, that's actually a good time since we didn't get to the out-of-town scoreboard during the intermission. We can get to it now. Tell you what's going on here, at least in the FPHL. We'll see how fast they get that back inserted. Having a heck of a time just getting it up off the ice. So in the NHL, earlier today, plenty of finals, a lot of afternoon games. Carolina 4-1 winners over Utah. Stars blank the Rangers 2-0. Preds 2-1 over the Wild. 5-3 Blues take down the Blackhawks. 5-3 Devils over the Red Wings. Kings shut out the Oilers 1-0, and the plot thickens in the Pacific. Oh my goodness, the Western Conference playoff race. Wow. Capitals 6-3 over the Penguins. Senators blank the Islanders 3-0. 2-1 Lightning over the Bruins. And other games going on right now. You got the Panthers up 3-2 on the Maple Leafs in the second period. Blue Jackets 4-1 over the Canadiens in the second. Flyers 4-1 over the Jets in the second. 3-1 Kraken lead the Flames after 2. And in the first, the Golden Knights and Avalanche tied at 1. The late face-off tonight, Canucks at Sharks. That's at 10 o'clock. Major League Baseball for you. Guardians and Braves are just into the top of the first. There is no score in that one. Also top of the first, Twins and Jays scoreless. Bottom of the third, Phillies 4-0 over the Diamondbacks. Tigers 1-0 on the Marlins, bottom of the second. Angels 1-0 over the Reds, bottom of the second. Bottom of the first, Athletics and Mets scoreless. Yankees 1-0 over the Rays in the top of the first. Also in the top of the first, Giants and Orioles are scoreless. White Sox and Royals, Nationals, Brewers, Red Sox, Cardinals, Rockies, Padres, Astros, Mariners, Rangers, Dodgers all coming up later. And one final from earlier today, Pirates 2-0 over the Cubs. Actually, you know what? I just read you all of the scores from yesterday, but I've got time. Let me actually tell you what's going on today. All right, finals. Twins 7-4 over the Blue Jays. Royals 2-0 over the White Sox. Athletics 11-6 over the Mets. Reds 7-3 over the Angels. Pirates 4-3 over the Cubs. 6-1 Tigers beat the Marlins. Phillies 4-3 over the Diamondbacks. Now, going on right now, Yankees and Rays tied at 3 in the bottom of the ninth inning. 2-0 Nationals over the Brewers. 1-0 Guardians over the Braves, top of the sixth. 4-2 Orioles leading the Giants, top of the fifth. 2-0 Red Sox, top of the sixth inning over the Cardinals. Rockies, Padres are scoreless in the top of the first. Rangers, Dodgers at 9:10. Astros, Mariners at 9:40 tonight. And let me just go ahead and make sure that my Masters scoreboard is completely refreshed. And so at the end of today's action, we now have a tie. Rory McIlroy and Cameron Young are tied at 11 under. And so taking a little bit of a step back there, McIlroy dropped the shot and actually dropped a shot a couple of times. He did get to 13 under on 10, but then doubled on 11 and then bogeyed 12, so was all the way down to 10 under par, but fought his way back. Birdies at 14 and 15 to get to 12 under, then fell back to 11 with a bogey at 17, finishing at 11 and in tie with Young. At 10 under, you've got just one player, and that is Sam Burns. And then Lowry at 9 under, Day and Rose at 8 under, 7 under, Scheffler and Lee. Scotty Scheffler had himself a heck of a day. He started the day at even par, then posted an eagle at the par 5 number 2, and the day just got better from there. Scheffler did not drop a shot all day long and put in a pretty good round, solid on the back nine, couple of birdies, and now he's in contention. So good to see him putting in a good solid round, 7 under par today. Young was also 7 under par today to get himself into contention there in the Masters. All right, let's go back and look at the FPHL here. If I can get the scores to refresh here. Really having trouble getting them to come around for some reason. I may not be able to tell you what's going on in the FPHL out-of-town scoreboard. All right, here we go. So we got Port Huron 3-1 over the Watertown Wolves. That is a final. Right now, in the second period, late, Binghamton 2-1 up on Danbury. Blue Ridge 3-0 halfway through that game up on Twin City. Scoreless so far, Indiana and Topeka. That one late in the first. Also late in the first, Baton Rouge with a 2-1 lead up on Biloxi. And Athens and Monroe are tied up at 1 late in the first period of that game. We're waiting for a pane of glass to be fixed down to the left of the IceCats net. Brendan Colgan on a knee down there. As he's waiting it out, the two teams have kind of gone out and started to wheel their way around a little bit here. As that corner door is still open. And the pane of glass did fall out of not the Zamboni corner. If you're familiar with the Columbus Civic Center, down in that end where Colgan is to his right is where the Zamboni comes out, but to his left there's a matching set of doors that open very wide, and that's where they put the inflatable, and Columbus comes out on the ice from that end. But right now they're just trying to make sure that everything gets back in there, and both teams meandering around the ice here. Colgan finding a piece of debris and decides to go drop it off through the open door. Boy, this is absolutely the worst when you've got to wait, and we're not quite to the halfway media timeout. Which, quite frankly, they should just go ahead and call the 10-minute media timeout, but 9:35 into the second period. 31 seconds remains on this River Dragons power play. And the IceCats and River Dragons are still scoreless here. Shots right now 17-15 in favor of Columbus. It is the third power play of the night for the River Dragons, who are 0 for 2. It's always a little interesting when you get a break like this to see who comes out of it in the best possible shape, because it can really derail a team, or it can give maybe a team a break that needed it, but we'll see exactly the effect on these teams here. I don't even see anybody down there working on that paint. I kind of wonder if maybe it's not so much the glass. The glass is back in place, but I wonder if it's a stanchion problem. And now, let's see here. Are we going to be able to make this happen or not? Yeah, it looks like the stanchion is the problem, not so much the glass. So as they continue to work on that, we've got a moment. We want to remind everybody that indeed it will be playoff hockey next weekend in the PD for the first time in 20 years. That's right. It'll be playoff time in the PD as the IceCats will host on Saturday night the Athens Rock Lobsters. It's going to be game 2 of a best-of-3 series. So game 1 will start in Athens Friday night. The series scene will shift to Florence and Florence Center on Saturday night at 7:15 p.m. for Game 2. And then if necessary, Game 3 would come back in Athens at 4 o'clock Sunday afternoon. Now, generally in a 3-game series, the way it works is the lower seed, in this case PD, would host Game 1. But because of building availability and just the way things work out, Athens is hosting Game 1 on Friday night, Game 2 on a Saturday night. And, of course, the flip side matchup, the Columbus River Dragons, tonight's opponent, will be taking on the Monroe Moccasins. And Monroe, the higher seed, has home ice advantage in that one. And so Game 1 will be here in Columbus. And I believe that Game 1, let me see if they have announced it yet. Okay, so the playoff schedule for this week here is going to be Wednesday, Port Huron and Blue Ridge, Binghamton, and Topeka. And that is the Empire Division. That's when they'll get it underway. And then our series will start Friday in Athens. And yes, it'll be Friday night here in Columbus. Monroe at Columbus at 7:35 on a Friday. And then at Monroe on Saturday and Sunday for those teams. So that will be an interesting weekend for them as well. I will say this, for the PD IceCats, honestly, and Columbus and Monroe and everybody else involved, the travel actually worked out because it is much easier for Athens and PD to go between the cities, just like it's much easier for Columbus and Monroe to go back and forth, as opposed to, say, if it were PD and Monroe. That's a long trip. It wouldn't be so bad if it was Columbus and Athens in that 2-3, but I personally am indeed glad. I don't mind the matchup either. And later on this week, or I should say early next week, I'm going to get a chance to get together with Mateen Zibanejad, and we're going to do a series preview for you. And we're going to put that out on our team YouTube channel. By the way, if you're watching the game on YouTube right now, please don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe. Go ahead and give it the old thumbs up if you like IceCats hockey, and if you click the bell, you'll get a notification every time we go live with a playoff game or with great new content. Okay, by the way, did you know there's a hockey game going on right now? You might have forgotten. It's been a minute, but we're ready to restart it. 10:25 up on that second period clock. 31 seconds of power play time. Robinson still in the box. This is the longest 2-minute tripping call of his life. Puck at the left point. Here's Thornton keeping it in. Jemaev will swing it around to the right side. Colton up at the right point. Try to put it down the wall. Cut off. Put to the line. Gullo's second effort gets it out. Down to just 15 seconds ago for the River Dragons on the power play here. Jemaev looping back at center, and this will be the final entree as he cuts in through the slot but lost the handle. Poked away to the near side by Razilov. Rimmed around. Zajac to the right point. Colton will let a shot go, and a glove save there. Held on to just as the IceCats come back to full strength, and just in time for us to take a break. 9:54 to go in the second period, presented by Bud Light. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
Gorget is a local craft distillery based in Lugoff, South Carolina, producing rum, vodka, whiskey, and bourbon in small batches. Founded in 2015 by 3 local gentlemen, Gorget has a fine line of handmade, local spirits. No matter what you desire, we have something for you. Isn't it about time you revolutionize your spirit? Visit us online at gorgetdistilling.com.
For 25 years, Stefano's Italian of Florence has brought the heart of Italy to your table. Experience the tradition with hand-tossed pizzas crafted with love and care. Our secret is our robust Italian seasonings and the finest imported cheese and our choice imported meats. At Stefano's, we share a taste of the old country with each bite. Stefano's, a taste of Italy.
Halfway home here in this one, scoreless. Columbus and PD face-off coming up to the left of Brennan Colgan. Tied up on the dot. It'll be one back, and Bedard will end up with it. As we are back to 5-on-5 hockey here. Turn back down and right towards Colgan. They'll look to move it up the middle of the ice to Robinson. Robinson left side. Pass bounces past Cox. No icing. As Mott will play it away to the far side. Robinson arriving to try to keep it deep. Bounces into that far side corner. Columbus on it. And now the referee goes for a ride, falls down. On the right side, of course, the crowd giving it the old cheer for that one. Robinson trying to hold to the right point after Bedard pinched. Puck still at the line, still kept in. Nice job there, Robinson. Elijah Wilson in the pile. Underwood's going to pull it out. He'll trip behind his own net. Cox forcing him up the near side. And now on the right side, Wynn sends it deep, and the icing call going to get beat out here. Is Galvin charging up after it to break it up. Robinson trying to spin back, Zajac out there, flips it around to the far side. Storjahan waiting for it, and he overskates. McGill-Diaz ahead to Marcinkiewicz, back into the skates, Robinson ahead. Marcinkiewicz up the left side, has Legkov with him. In over the line, Marcinkiewicz into the slot, Legkov had it pushed away to the corner. Marcinkiewicz tied up over there by Texmo. And now Galvin to the line, not out. Kept in Zajac, long shot. Save made, rebound to the right point. Hamilton arriving, keeps it on the backhand. Puck down low for Marcinkiewicz. Tries to go back up the wall. Legkov quickly up top. Hamilton delays, sends it back down the boards. Marcinkiewicz just getting back up now. Slows it down. Right side to Zajac, quickly up top. Hamilton through a seam, a shot, and a glove save there as Marcinkiewicz knocked down in front by Wynn. Looking for a penalty call, but not going to get it. Power plays are 3-0 in favor of the River Dragons. And as I mentioned earlier, I expressed my surprise that there was not more being called earlier on in this game. I will say this, both of these teams have piped it down a little bit, but I still don't think we're out of the woods. Face off to the left of Babin. Again, Babin and Colgan have been the story in this game. Both goaltenders have been amazing. Puck at the right point. Here's Hamilton down the right side. Gullo tied up in the dot, still having a conversation there with Storjahan as the puck is rimmed around and out of the zone. That should be, well, it would have been an icing call, but it hit the puck board and took an odd skip and didn't make it the rest of the way. Hamilton back into his own end after it. He'll wedge it out, left side. Up the middle, it comes down with Bockwell, but he cleared it right into Frolov. Frolov in the right wing, trying to step around Patakin, can't do it. Turn back ahead, Barrow. Onto the wing, Moore trying to get around Hamilton. They go to the corner together. Welsh will flip it in behind Gullo. Gullo just took a stick right in the mouth. He got slashed by Barrow. Play continues. Right side, here's a chance in tight, and a right shoulder save. Colgan, a baseball bat swinging a puck in the air. It's cleared and tipped out of there. Up the right side by Welsh. Right wing corner, Welsh in there after it. Frolov looking in front. Pass is tipped away, and now back the other way. The River Dragons will try to attack. Pass tipped out. Good stick there by Sargent as he deflects it on into the bench. 7:06 to go in the second, scoreless between the River Dragons and the IceCats. Gullo having a conversation with the referee about the non-call, which, by the way, will not make his face feel any better. Face-off just outside the IceCats blue line. Robinson in for the face-off across from Underwood. Underwood able to win it back. Onto the left side, here's Thornton. He'll play that around the wall. In behind the net it goes. McGill-Diaz up the far side. Cox lets it go right point. Shot coming in. Oh, boy, that was blocked in front off Bedard. Now another chance. That one was blocked by Elijah Wilson. Broke his stick on the play. Bedard was hobbled by that shot block, but he's skating it off. Fortin on the far side. Wrapped up by McGill-Diaz. Ryan Hunter, the backhand in front. Underwood scores. What a great pass by Ryan Hunter from the far half wall. Took a look over his shoulder, ripped a backhand pass to Underwood, who was alone in front. He was able to take it to his right and tuck it past the outstretched left pad of Colgan. It's 1-0 River Dragons. So Underwood had the overtime winner last night, and now he's got goals in back-to-back games, his 10th of the year. 13:21 time of the goal. And now Columbus will dump it right back in. Colgan has to steer it away. Della Savita left side to Marcinkiewicz. And PD needs to find some scoring. Marcinkiewicz left side. He's got a lane with a drive. That one is deflected wide. Zajic on the right side. Taken away by Jemayev. Plays it up the wall. Galvin can't clear. Legkov tried to swing it in front, but again ends up with Galvin. Galvin will try the right wing side, cutting into the PD zone. Galvin stops in the corner, falls down, lost it. Zajic on it, gets it ahead to Marcinkiewicz. And now 3-on-2 if they hurry. Marcinkiewicz to the right side, moving in, cutting into the slot with a wrist shot. That was blocked. Still bouncing in the slot area. And now a penalty coming up against Columbus. Zajic to his left, getting it across. Hamilton down low. Colgan going to the bench, the extra man coming out now. Hamilton drives in. He's got room. Curls back on the right side into the slot. Legkov behind the net. Chased by Wynn. Out the far side, Legkov. Leaving it onto the left half wall. Sent around. Welsh. Zajic. Marcinkiewicz near dot. They've got it set up with the sixth man out there. Marcinkiewicz back down the right side wall into traffic. Chopped off his stick. And that'll bring the whistle with 5:19 to go. But the first power play of the game for the IceCats. It's going to be 2 minutes for cross-checking. IceCats onto the Chick-fil-A power play for the first time. Time of the penalty is 14:41. They didn't even know who it was. Had to go retrieve somebody off the Columbus bench. And it turns out it is Wynn. Interestingly, that is his second cross-checking minor of the game. The other one resulted in a 4-on-4. Face off to the right of Babin, so it is the first official power play here in the game for the IceCats. Face off, one back by the River Dragons. Around to the right point, it goes off Welsh and out to center. And now Welsh knocked down by Storjahan at center. As Robinson cutting the other way. Robinson in on the left side, taking on him. But he does get out of the traffic, and now across. Here's Welsh in with a shot. Oh, he missed high glove. And it comes around to the left half wall. Elijah Wilson up top. Della Savita through traffic. His shot saved. Babin, the rebound there is cleared out. Colgan out to tee it up for Della Savita. Left side into space. Robinson stretching for it, pushing it ahead. He's got help with him. Robinson in, backdoor feed. Elijah Wilson to the backhand, shut down by Babin. And he'll hold on with 4:27 to go in the second. It stays 1-0 Columbus. But the power play continues for PD when we come back. More second period action coming your way. Brought to you by Bud Light on IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
McLeod Health is committed to helping you obtain a healthy lifestyle and improve your overall health. Medically trained in the areas of fitness and nutrition, we can help you reduce your risk for certain diseases and live a long, healthy life through fitness and wellness programs, community health education, and 2 medically based wellness centers. McLeod Health is with you on your journey to better health. Discover a new you at McLeod Health and Fitness Centers.
Get ready to savor the flavors of our long-standing family recipes bursting with authenticity and love. Indulge in the vibrant colors and aromas that create a fiesta for your senses with every bite. Your journey through our menu is a delicious adventure guided by tradition and the freshest ingredients Mother Earth has to offer. Come join us at 842 Woody Jones Boulevard in Florence. Order online at margaritasmexicanrestaurants.com. Margaritas. Experience the love in every bite.
Back here on IceCats Hockey, Tom Callahan here with you. Thanks for joining us. Face-off coming up here. Draw to the right of Babin. Power play continues for the next 1 minute, 9 seconds. 4:27 to go in the second period. Brought to you by Bud Light. Puck to the left point, Miguel Diaz. Onto the half wall. Gets it back for Marcinkiewicz. Marcinkiewicz, top of the far circle. Up top, Miguel Diaz. Onto the near side dot. Collected by Legkov. Legkov wheels down the wall. Looking in front. Legkov up top now. Once again to Marcinkiewicz. Back to Legkov on the right side. Legkov. Into the corner. Backdoor feed shot. Oh, what a stop. Babin coming to his right. Point blank on Marcinkiewicz. 40 seconds ago on the man advantage. Miguel Diaz will wheel back for it. He'll leave it for Legkov. Legkov back to Miguel Diaz. Miguel Diaz for Marcinkiewicz at the line. In on the left side. Into the high slot. On to the right half wall. Zajac. Zajac backs down to the corner, trying to flip it up the boards, coughed up, and now turned away to center. Miguel Diaz ahead, Frolov back across, Marcinkiewicz off his skate, in over the line again, left side. They'll try to drive the net with a shot, save Babin. Oh, now he's got the rebound. Zajac was trying to get to the net in time, but Babin just a little quicker to get the glove down. 7 seconds to go on the power play. 1-0 River Dragons. Welsh, Kazamenti, Cox out up front. Hamilton and Sargent on the points. Draw again to the right of Trevor Babin. And now turned over in front. There's a chance they score! It's Welsh cutting to his right with a wrist shot that finally beats Babin and ties this game at 1. A power play goal for the IceCats. Boy, that felt like it was a long time coming. Trevor Babin has been fantastic, but they finally prove he's human. Welsh with his 9th. And the goal, 16:39. Boy, that's huge for PD. 1 for 1 on the power play. That was a big, big goal. And now they push back in. Here's Pizzamenti around after it. As the River Dragons look to move it out to center here. Banked ahead and turned right back in by the IceCats from center. Babin lets it go for Colton. Colton will play it around to the near side. Both teams actually changing it up here and behind the play. Ends up at center. Hamilton on it again. Flips off the glass. A bouncer there is taken away. Elijah Wilson into the right side corner of the Columbus zone. Wilson pushed around by Wynn. He's still got the puck, though. Feeds it up to the left point. Sargent with a shot through traffic. Hit a leg. Went wide. Onto the near side, Frolov. Frolov into the slot. Wilson to the right point. Hamilton back around through the skates of Wilson. Wilson after it into the right wing corner. He'll try to kick it around. Robinson rims it around left side. Sargent with a shot. Missed the net. Puck bounces off the glass off Robinson. He's got it slot. Quick shot. Babin the save on Frolov. And he hangs on, and now Elijah Wilson attracting some attention in the slot. The goal light had actually gone off behind Babin. And Joel Texmo and Elijah Wilson having words, separated by the linesman. .2:19 to go in the second. Game tied at 1. Face-off will be to the right of Babin. And Zajac winning it back to the point. Razilov will swing it around. Zajac pursuing onto the near corner. To the half wall. Cycles it around. Legkov can't get it, but Marcinkiewicz does try to put it up top, hit the back of the net. Legkov into the far corner. Tied up with Ryan Hunter. Bockwell, bumped by Marcinkiewicz, moves it around to the near side. Underwood trying to backhand it up the boards, and now away comes Columbus. They'll chip into the left side corner. Fortin going after a rolling puck, trying to leave it over there. De La Savita on the far side. Hit Fortin on his clearing attempt. Columbus keeps it in. Zajac battling with Hunter in behind the net. Banks it off the cage, trying to go to himself on the far side. Ryan Hunter, right half wall. His shot goes off of Razilov, way up in the air. And now Legkov moving it away to center. Here's Marcinkiewicz. Marcinkiewicz pushing it in deep. He's got Zajac at the front of the net. Marcinkiewicz tried to reverse it there. He was just pulled down, puck in the slot. And now Marcinkiewicz is upset. Everybody's coming after him. Marcinkiewicz was literally wrestled down to the ice. And now you get Thornton pushing with McGill Diaz. And now Babin just chopped Dennis Zajac standing in front of the net. Because that is what Trevor Babin does when the referees aren't looking. He just gives the old slash. So Zajac just takes himself out of there. This is what Gary Graham talked about pregame, is about discipline and staying out of this stuff. But, as I told you guys earlier, this is what was going to happen. And you really do have to keep an eye on Babin. Babin always wants to fight. Babin always wants to give the extra spear and the extra slash, and he does it all the time. That's his game. And he got a really good piece of Zajac there, and of course that's not going to get penalized. I can tell you that Patrick Marcinkiewicz has gone into the box. .1838, time of the penalty. Okay, they're not showing the video, but I know this video game music. This is from Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. I know this. That's funny. They're still talking it over, and it looks like they might be reviewing something. I don't know what they're reviewing. I would also like to say that I will probably be unhappy if this turns out to be a Columbus power play out of all this, because the first thing that happened was that Marcinkiewicz was literally tackled. And now, McGill Diaz just got a shove in the captain's circle as he and Moore are barking at one another. Kyle Moore literally just shoved McGill Diaz while they're standing there waiting to see what's going to happen here. And as much as part of you wanted Zajac to go after Babin, Dennis Zajac is by far the most valuable center on this hockey team. And turn the other cheek is a great policy for him. Underwood's going to get the gate here with 1:22 to go. Judging by the face-off location, we are going to end up with a power play because the only 2 minutes right now up there is for Marcin Kevics, but Underwood might have picked up a 10. But, man, the fact that Columbus might even... Are we going to be... What are we? 4 on 3? 4 on 4, maybe? No, it's going to be a power play for Columbus. This might be one of the worst officiated games I've ever seen in this league. Face off to the right of PD is sent down the ice. Okay, we'll break all that down for you. Colton at the left side. They'll move it around, and here's a chance for PD. Try to clear. Radulov ends up in the corner with it. Gullo trying to move it up the wall. Storjahan to the side of the net. Centering attempt didn't go through. Hunter behind. Onto the near side corner. Storjahan still trying to work it free over there. And it's pushed away. And now Zajac up the ice on the right wing side. Zajac pushing shorthanded. Radulov going to the front of the net. Now he'll curl away and head for the change. 25 seconds to go here in the period. A home run pass there for Barrow that didn't connect. Colgan will come way out to play it around to the backhand. And a heavy shoulder on the near side on Bedard. Puck does get cleared out of the zone. And Columbus 10 seconds. Barrow in, right side. Try to go through the legs with it. Taken away from him. Robinson turning 5 seconds ahead. Here they come. Frolov. Oh, offside at the line. Yeah. That late scoring chance thwarted with 1.5 seconds to go in the period. So Babin got 2 for leaving the crease. And then Underwood did indeed get himself a 10. So he'll be back halfway through the third period. As they put the puck down and get us into the second intermission here. I'm just going to watch these two teams go by each other here. Marcin Kevics is upset with the ref, and I don't blame him. I mean, he literally was hip-tossed down to the ice. It's just, this is nuts. So, into the third period, Columbus will carry its power play time. We are tied at 1, now through 40 minutes of play. Well, I mean, these two teams are not without their drama when they play, and boy, tonight, this is once again one of those games that's shaping up to, well, be a very interesting finish to this third period. I just, honestly, the thing I hope for, and I have my fingers crossed for, is that nobody gets hurt, this doesn't get out of control, and it doesn't get stupid. And I mean that for both sides. I just really would like to see everybody come out of this, because this game does not matter. It does not matter in the standings. I know it matters to the teams. I know you don't want to lose. I know all that stuff. I get it. But it doesn't matter. And if you lose a player from a game like this, again, I know these two teams might see each other in the second round of the playoffs. If Columbus beats Monroe and PD beats Athens in the first round series, yeah, there's some tone setting for that, but a lot of liberties being taken out there on the ice, and it's just not my favorite thing. I don't think that's hockey. Tied at 1 after 2. We'll be back with more in a moment. Second period intermission report brought to you by Yokohama Tires. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
For 20 years, we've captured more than weddings, we've captured legacies. The laughter, the tears, the moments that last a lifetime. Every glance, every vow, every I do, preserved in stunning cinematic detail. Because your love story deserves more than memories, it deserves to be a film that lives forever. Something to remember wedding productions. 2 decades of love stories, beautifully told.
Welcome to Seminar Brewing, where craft beer meets culinary delight. Located at 551 West Lucas Street in the heart of Florence, we offer an unforgettable experience for beer enthusiasts and food lovers alike. Pair your favorite brew with our mouth-watering menu. Our kitchen serves up everything from savory snacks to hearty meals, all crafted to complement our beers perfectly. Seminar Brewing. Taste the difference that local passion makes.
Southco Commercial Curb Appeal is the trusted partner for businesses in Florence and surrounding areas that want to maintain a clean, safe, and attractive commercial properties. With our wide range of services, from sweeping and landscaping to snow and ice treatment, we're here to ensure your property remains in pristine condition all year long. Southco Commercial Curb Appeal. Experience the difference.
With over 74 years of combined experience, Hometown Floor Coverings is the PD's flooring experts with attention to detail and professionalism. Whether it's commercial or residential, our installers are very reputable and trustworthy. Contact us today for free estimates. Hometown Floor Coverings, the flooring installers you can trust. Bring new life to your home.
Welcome to Creekside, where great food meets the perfect game of pool. Since 2021, we've been serving up delicious meals and creating memorable moments in our unique dining atmosphere. Whether you're planning a celebration or a corporate gathering, Creekside offers the ideal blend of delectable cuisine and entertainment. Come for the taste, stay for the experience. Creekside, the ultimate destination for fun and flavor.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
Back here after 2 periods of play. Second period intermission report brought to you by Yokohama Tires. Tom Callahan here with you, alongside executive producer Aiden Mulholland. And, hey, folks, give Aiden some credit. If you like the telestration bit in the first intermission, that was all him, figuring out how to make that happen and make it work. And so we're going to be able to do that going forward. Let's give the big guy some credit over here. So just wanted to embarrass him a little bit. It is the final regular season game of the year for both of these two teams. Tied at 1 after 40 minutes of play. Let's go back and wrap up the scoring, shall we, from period number 2, where each team scored once. And first of all, it was Kirk Underwood, his 10th of the year from Ryan Hunter, and that is the only assist on that goal at 13:21. That got the River Dragons ahead 1-0. Just a great behind-the-back pass from Hunter from the far hash right into the slot to Underwood. And 1-0 at that point. But then, boy, I tell you what, with time running down to the power play, the IceCats got a freeze and a face-off in the offensive zone. And Pizzamenti was able to get that draw back across to Welsh, who cut to his right and perfectly placed a wrist shot just under the crossbar over the shoulder of Trevor Babin for the power play goal at 16:39. And I mean, it will take a perfect shot to beat both these goalies tonight. Again, I've been singing their praises all night long. I think both goaltenders have been phenomenal, continue to be phenomenal. And really, I mean, that was another example of just needing to make that perfect shot to beat them. And In it goes, tied at 1. Welsh's 9th of the year from Pizzamenti on the power play. And the IceCats are indeed 1 for 1 on the power play in this game. Right now the River Dragons are carrying over some power play time into period number 2. They're 0 for 3 so far with the man advantage. Shots in the period favored PD 14-7 for the game. 23 for the IceCats, 19 for the River Dragons. We're going to take a break, and we're going to come back with a rather lengthy out-of-town scoreboard for you. Plenty going on in the NHL this evening, and actually a lot of finals from earlier today. Major League Baseball is busy, and it's the final night of the regular season here in the FPHL as well, so we're going to update you on everything going on there. Stay tuned. There's plenty more coming your way. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network. This portion of today's broadcast is brought to you by McLeod Health and Fitness Center, the wellness leader. Austin and Associates. The right agent can lead the way. Hertz Car Rentals. Smart deals for any destination. Sports Clips Haircuts. The pros in men's and boys' hair.
McLeod Health is committed to helping you obtain a healthy lifestyle and improve your overall health. Medically trained in the areas of fitness and nutrition, we can help you reduce your risk for certain diseases and live a long, healthy life through fitness and wellness programs, community health education, and 2 medically based wellness centers. McLeod Health is with you on your journey to better health. Discover a new you at McLeod Health and Fitness Centers.
Known for his integrity, attention to detail, and client-first approach, Sean Austin builds lasting relationships based on trust and results. Whether you're a first-time homebuyer, a seasoned investor, or looking to sell your current home, Sean combines local expertise with strong negotiation skills to deliver a seamless experience from start to finish. Austin and Associates at RE/MAX Professionals. Your next address is just a slap shot away. Go IceCats!
Driving a new car from Hertz might drive your real car crazy.
Nice car. Looks new.
Thanks, Tom Brady.
Have a flame with our newest fleet yet.
Don't miss your new car smell.
Rent now at Hertz.com.
No matter which sport clips you walk into, you'll know it's special. And just for you. Our stylists don't guess your best cut. They are experts in men's and boys' hair. Our cutting zone has all the basics and specialized equipment. From our comfortable cutting chairs to an array of specialized cutting tools and clippers. We got you covered. Visit Sport Clips of Florence today, located at 1940 Hoffmeyer Road, Suite D. We are the pros in men's hair.
The PD IceCats are lighting up the scoreboard, and Powers Properties is proud to be the official housing provider. Looking for an apartment? Powers Properties has you covered with modern apartments, convenient locations, and a team that puts you first. Just like the IceCats, we know what it takes to win, on and off the ice. Score big with Powers Properties. Relax, you are home.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
Back here on IceCats Hockey, Tom Callahan here with you in the Yokohama Tires second period intermission report. Want to welcome everybody into our second period where it's right now 1-1 after 40 minutes. Columbus will have some carryover power play time here as these two teams have absolutely been fighting hammer and tong in this one. And the penalty minutes, I wouldn't say starting to pile up, but certainly we'll see how the third period pans out. I'll tell you what, if you are a fan of physical hockey, you're probably going to want to stick around for the third period because I think it is not going to get any nicer out there. All right, out-of-town scoreboard for you right now. Port Huron's got a, well, actually, no, that's final now. Port Huron Prowlers, 3-1 winners over the Watertown Wolves. Binghamton with a 2-1 third period lead over the Danbury Hat Tricks in that one. Blue Ridge up 3-1 on the Twin City Thunderbirds. That one just into the third period there. Topeka and Indiana scoreless in the second. 2-2 tie, Biloxi and Baton Rouge also in the second period. And Monroe's got a 2-1 lead over the Athens Rock Lobsters halfway through that game as well. And, of course, everything is locked down now. We know all of the playoff matchups in the FPHL. It will be Athens and PD. Game 1 Friday night, Game 2 at Florence Center on Saturday night at 7:15 p.m. By the way, those tickets are on sale right now through the Florence Center box office and online at Ticketmaster.com. 7:15 p.m. Game 2 in the best-of-3 series back at Florence Center. So it's Athens, PD, then Monroe and Columbus, which I think is going to be a doozy. In the Empire, Binghamton will take on Topeka, and then Port Huron and Blue Ridge, which I also think is going to be a great first-round matchup. So we'll be keeping an eye on all of the playoff action, which will get underway later next week. NHL, here's who's going right now. In the third period, Panthers 4-2 over the Leafs. Blue Jackets 5-2 over the Canadiens, 7-1. Flyers up on the Jets late in that one. Kraken 3-1 up on the Flames in the third. Second period action, Golden Knights are up 2-1 on the Colorado Avalanche. And dropping the puck here about a half hour from now, you got the Canucks at the Sharks. Everyone else's final from earlier today, lots of matinee action. Lightning 2-1 over the Bruins. Sens blank the Islanders 3-0. Capitals double up the Penguins 6-3. Kings blank the Oilers 1-0. 5-3 Devils over the Red Wings. Same score Blues 5-3 over the Blackhawks. 2-1 Preds beat the Wild. Stars blank the Rangers 2-0. And the Hurricanes 4-1 winners over the Utah Mammoth. Major League Baseball. Here's what's going on the scoreboard. First of all, the finals. Twins beat the Blue Jays 7-4. Rays in 10 innings, 5-4 over the Yankees. 2-0 Royals shut out the White Sox. Athletics 11-6 over the Mets. 7-0 Reds over the Angels. 4-3 Pirates topped the Cubs. 6-1 Tigers over the Marlins. Phillies beat the Diamondbacks 4-3. Going on right now, top of the ninth inning, the Guardians up 3-0 on the Atlanta Braves in that one. Also top of the ninth, Nationals 2-0 over the Brewers. Bottom of the seventh, Orioles out to a 5-2 lead over the Giants. Top of the eighth, Red Sox 2-0 over the Cardinals. Bottom of the third inning, Rockies 4-0 over the Padres. Top of the second, Dodgers 4-1 over the Rangers. And just about to hit first pitch here, the late game tonight, Astros at the Mariners. At the Masters, meanwhile, Rory McIlroy entered with a 6-stroke lead, backed up a stroke throughout the day from 12 under to 11 under, and now finds himself in a tie with Cameron Young at 11 under heading into tomorrow's final round. All alone in third place is Sam Burns at 10 under par. Then you've got Lowry at 9 under, Day and Rose at 8 under, and Scheffler and Lee at 7 under. What a day for Scotty Scheffler. Started the day at even par, shot 7 under, as did Young, by the way. He went from 4 under to 11 under. So 7 under par today on a day where McIlroy carded an even par. And a couple of guys in the field, actually quite a few in the field, were able to make up some ground and close in. Cantlay and Henley shot 6 under today. And, well, the plot thickens heading into tomorrow's final round. Can Rory keep it together for 18 more holes? Or, I mean, look at it. Within the, within 4 strokes of the lead, you've got 2, 4, 6 golfers and then 2 tied for the lead. So there's 8 golfers in that little patch right there. And plus, you never know who's going to make a Sunday charge at Augusta. That's why it's always fun. If you like golf, I mean, the majors are great, but the Masters can provide the most drama out of any of them. So looking forward to tomorrow's final round. All right, we're 1-1 here after 2 periods of play. That's it for the Yokohama Tire second period intermission report. When we come back, it's time to drop the puck on the third. We'll be right back with more in a moment. This is IceCats Hockey.
Hey, grab me 1-2.
This sandwich, it's a complete game changer. Hello, this is Mike, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Pretzel Cheddar Club is that juicy chicken with that toasty pretzel bun. From the first bite to the last bite, that bun, it's crispy, cozy, just amazing. With the pretzel bun, the Dijon mustard, and the chicken, you have those three things together, and it makes that sweet, savory kind of combination. It's everything that you love about food rolled into one. It looks phenomenal. It tastes great. It's delicious.
Real guest paid for their testimonial.
From home entertainment to the technology that keeps your world connected and secure, at PHT Audio Video and Security, we don't stop at residential solutions. Our team designs and installs professional commercial systems built for performance and reliability. Secure what matters with advanced security systems and stay protected day or night with powerful camera systems engineered for clarity. No matter the need, expertly installed and perfectly integrated.
Welcome to the PD region, where Southern charm meets unforgettable adventure. Paddle scenic waterways, explore quiet trails, and experience nature at its finest. Savor local flavors, discover vibrant downtowns, and shop unique boutiques. From live music to hometown festivals, there's always something happening. The PD region, authentic, welcoming, and waiting for you. Plan your visit at pdtourism.com.
Ding dong.
Mountain dude?
The mountain is calling.
Give me a mountain with lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. All I need is sunshine and that cool, refreshing mountain dew. Yeah, give me the sunshine, give me a dew.
And we are back on PD IceCats Hockey. Third period action presented by Pepsi. As we're tied at 1, IceCats will start shorthanded here in the third. River Dragons on their fourth power play of the night where they're 0 for 3. Kirk Underwood for the River Dragons. Drew Welsh, power play goal for the IceCats, and that's how we've gotten here. That and a goaltending show that has been put on by both fellas. Down to my right, Brendan Colgan in the IceCats net, the former River Dragon, and the current River Dragon. Down to my left, Trevor Babin. They have been dueling all evening. IceCats hockey brought to you in part by Propel Water, the official water, by MUSC, the official medical provider, by McLeod Fitness Center, the official workout facility, by Gorgat Distilling Company, the official distillery, and Powers Properties, the official housing partner. IceCats rolling right to left on your radio dial. Period number 3. Sidechick in for the faceoff across from Storjahan. He gets it ahead to Gullo, who moves in with a shot that wafts wide of the net. Onto the far side, and Barrow over there. Della Savita and Razilov are the defensive pair. 28 seconds to go in this River Dragons power play here, as they will go to work setting it up. One more rush up the right side. Here comes Storjahan in over the line. Tries to feed it far side. It zips into the corner. Barrow after it. On the left point, Colton down to the half wall up top. Barrow with a shot. Save with the right pad for Colgan. Storjahan behind the net trying to get it to Kyle Moore. Hit Razilov. Puck right up the middle. Power play's over, but there's a shot and a save. Colgan as he hangs on to that wrister from Barrow. Maybe looking for a little daylight low blocker. Still, the IceCats have killed it off again and are now 4 for 4 in the Bluefish IT Solutions penalty kill. But again, boy, you'd really, really like to see him stay disciplined down the stretch here. Face-off coming up to the left to the IceCats goal. And it's one back to the right point. Colton with a shot. Ooh, tipped in front. Just missed that near post. Elijah Wilson on the puck off the glass. And it bounces away to center. Cox trying to one-hand it ahead. That one was picked off at center. Turning it the other way. Moore onto the left wing side. Gets it back up into the high slot. Here's Moore cutting across, lost the handle, but Storjahan with a shot and a save coming to his left by Colgan, and a penalty coming up here. That is whistled in behind the play. And no one seems to know who it's on or what it's for. But it's going to be on PD. And it's going to be a very puzzled Noah Robinson. I also do not know what the penalty was, so we'll either have to wait for the call or the update of the game sheet here. But I can tell you it is power play number 5 for the River Dragons. They're 0 for 4. Back, and it's cleared down the ice. Let's see here. Hooking. Back onto the Bluefish IT Solutions penalty kill. Puck sent down the ice by Nolan Sargent, the rookie, in just his 5th pro game, getting some penalty killing time out there, along with Jake Hamilton, savvy veteran defensive partner. Right point, here's a shot coming in, deflected wide in front of the net, and more on the rebound, right side. Try to backhand it along, tipped out of the zone by Frolov. Frolov will stay up on the forecheck, forcing Barrow to play it ahead. Storjahan looping in on the left wing. He'll carry it wide. Wrapped up by Miguel Diaz. Welsh chance to clear puck at his skates right now. He's knocked down over there. Gets back up. And Storjahan with the corner, sending it up top, and it hops over the stick of Barrow, comes up towards the right point. All the way to the line, he'll flip it into space on the left wing. Colton down low, Storjahan. And now across ice feed. That one was deflected off. Hamilton ends up at the right point. Barrow on it again. He'll get it across. Moore onto the far side. They'll rotate it around up top. Barrow to his left, back across to Colton. Colton with a wrist shot, and that is handled and held by Colgan. 42 seconds left to go on the man advantage. And again, we get a little bit of the silliness going on in front. Kyle Moore and Nick McGill-Diaz. Moore has been stirring the pot all night, and in fact, while he was standing at the referee's crease with McGill-Diaz, because Kirk Underwood got a 10, so the captain was sent to the locker room at the end of the second period, but while he was standing there, while they're waiting for the referees to come over and talk to him, Moore gave McGill-Diaz a shove there, which he clearly did not enjoy. And so they continued to jaw back and forth, and McGill-Diaz, discretion was the better part of valor as he did not retaliate, same as when Babin gave the old chop to the back of the legs of Zajac. Zajac did not respond. Gullo talking to the referee about something. Jemayev was coming over for a flyby to see what was going on, but Gullo had disengaged by that point. The referee and the linesman now just leaving the Columbus bench, and even Jerome Bichard looks like he doesn't understand what's going on either. Boomer, I hear ya. Puck at the right point, ends up on the right half wall. Here's Jemayev. Jemayev sending it into the right wing corner. And now Fortin trying to dance in front. He did, but the puck pops up in the air. Zajac will slap it on down the ice. The D will change and behind the play. While Columbus back to go up the left side. River Dragons into the zone, flip it into the far corner. Zajac goes after it. He'll squeak it around the glass. It slows down. Right point kept in by Mott. Mott along wrister, a glove save. Doherty cutting right in front, trying to take the eyes away from Colgan, but a nice job tracking that one into the mitt. 3 minutes into the third, tied at 1. Just 4 seconds to go until Robinson is out of the box here. And here's Frolov. There's a chance and a left pad save. Colgan on that drive by Mott from the point. Robinson out of the box as it's cleared out. And now Frolov racing up the left side. Mott clears, but Pizzamenti keeps it in at the line, but the puck will not sit for him, and that allows Columbus to move it to center. Right side, Bedard will chip that one in. Pizzamenti going in after it, as is Robinson up on the forecheck. Played up the near side. Tipped into space, and now ahead comes Columbus. On the right wing and over the line. Jemayev sending it back to the left side, and that one is chopped away by Robinson before Thornton could get a shot away. Fed to the point. Jemayev can't keep it in off the toe of his stick. Good effort there by Bedard, and again, the defense changing here. Again on the right wing side, leaving it up top. Here's a shot and a save made, and ooh, the rebound right back in on Colgan. And now Doherty to the front of the net, giving a hug. Hamilton comes over to make sure that he really wants to continue to hug Elijah Wilson, and he does not. Face-off will be to the left of Colgan. Game still tied at 1, and now we're just kind of plodding onward here in this third period. Brought to you by Pepsi. 3:51 into the frame. And a reminder once again, the first playoff home game at Florence Center a week from tonight, Saturday night, 7:15 p.m., Game 2 of the best-of-3 against the Athens Rock Lobsters. Tickets on sale through Ticketmaster.com and, of course, at the Florence Center box office. Draw to the left of the IceCats is, well, no, never mind. They threw Zychik out of the circle, then dropped the puck, and Marcin Kevics won it in a snap. And so we got to do that again. Galvin waiting to get his stick down. This time he wins it back. Hunter with a shot, and that one off the left glove there. As Colgan able to get a piece of it, but the rebound free, sent around behind the net. Texmo tried to center, blocked. And now in behind the play, another penalty coming up. It's going to be a high sticking call as Texmo got one up high. 2 minutes. Razilov into the box. It is the 6th power play of the night for the River Dragons, who are 0 for 6. Pardon me, 0 for 5. And the Bluefish IT Solutions penalty kill going back to work. By the way, PD is 1 for 1 with the power play tonight. .402, time of the penalty. Face-off will be to the right of Brendan Colgan. Well, I guess if you wanted to practice your PK, tonight's your night if you're the IceCats. That one was legit, though. Zychik on the backhand, will bounce it to the line, not out. Kept in over to the near Dodgers. Hunter backdoor feed, and they'll have to reset it here. Colton on the far side. More into the pile. It's cleared up top, but not out of the zone. Barrow, long shot, right pad save Colgan. On the left side, Barrow feeding it down low. Centering attempt by Moore. Off the goal stick of Colgan and sent down the ice by Nick Gullo. PD goes wholesale on the change. 4 fresh killers out there right now. Frolov along with Welsh. Welsh has the goal on the power play for PD. IceCats poking that puck free to the near side. Welsh, it ends up back with the D. Della Savita sending it down. And now Frolov all the way down the ice is going to force Babin to come out and play it. Babin up the far side as Barrow comes back. And now Welsh trying to pressure him. Right side away comes Kyle Moore. Storjahan racing in after it. He'll break it up after the pass was too far. Trying to maybe catch PD napping there, but no, nice job by Bedard, who saw the whole thing developing and took the breakaway pass away. There's a shot in on Colgan, save made, and now Moore gets wrapped up in front of the net, and he gets taken down after he got right up in Colgan's kitchen. That was Della Savita who got in there with Moore. Dominic Della Savita does not take anyone's guff. 5:19 into the third. We'll take a break. Back with more. Tied at 1. The third period action presented by Pepsi. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
Known for his integrity, attention to detail, and client-first approach, Sean Austin builds lasting relationships based on trust and results. Whether you're a first-time homebuyer, a seasoned investor, or looking to sell your current home, Sean combines local expertise with strong negotiation skills to deliver a seamless experience from start to finish. Austin and Associates at RE/MAX Professionals. Your next address is just a slap shot away. Go IceCats!
Driving a new car from Hertz might drive your real car crazy.
Nice car.
Looks new.
Thanks, Tom Brady.
Have a flame with our newest fleet yet.
I'll miss your new car smell.
Rent now at Hertz.com.
Back here on IceCats Hockey, Tom Callahan here with you, tied at 1. 5:19 into the third. No penalties came out of that situation on our way to break. Zajac out with Marcinkiewicz, Hamilton and McGill Diaz here. Chimaev in across from Zajac for the faceoff. One back, there's a quick shot by Thornton. He had a rolling puck and he drove it high. Marcinkiewicz, far side corner. Doherty around towards the point. Zajac trying to tip it out. Kept in up top of the left point. Mott trying to put it across. Tipped out by Zajac. Zajac trying to race ahead. Marcinkiewicz up with him. And Zajac curls back with it. He'll feed left side. Hamilton walks down. In. Wrist shot and a save rebound. Oh boy, bouncing just past the far post. It went off the cuff of the glove of Babin, who gives another chop to Zajac on his way by. And the puck came down out of the air just at the far post. Didn't go in, though. Marcinkiewicz on the right side. Looping back up top, McGill Diaz feeds into the left corner. Hamilton holding into the slot. There's a shot and a right pad save. Babin right on the doorstep as PD is killed off the rest of the minor. And now Columbus takes an icing call, 6:12. Into the third, tied at 1. Yesterday, I told you if you believed in the theory of the clicker, things finished up even up 4-4 on the power plays. I just don't see that happening tonight. Columbus has had 6 power plays tonight. And I tell you what, huge credit to the Bluefish IT Solutions penalty kill. They have been fantastic, 6 for 6. Columbus has only given 1 power play, I should say. They've been in the box more than that, but a lot of matching stuff we've had here this evening between these two teams. But PD went 1 for 1 on the power play. And that is the goal that's up there for the IceCats right now. We are 5-on-5 here. Let's see how long this lasts. Is De La Savita on the far side, trying to move that one up the wall. And Elijah Wilson puts it out to center. Once again, a lot of bodies crashing into one another here right now. De La Savita around to the right side. Elijah Wilson head up, looking to come through center. Wilson in over the line as Robinson with him. Drives it, and a shot. Save made Babin, and he pulls in the rebound off the blocker, hangs on. Taking a face-off to his left coming up here. And Cox having some words in the pile there, as is Robinson. PD for this offensive zone is going to send out Frolov along with Pizzamenti and Welsh. Pizzamenti won that draw that led to Welsh's power play goal at the end of the second period. False start on the first one. Let's try it again. And it's won back by Columbus. Puck in the far side corner. Colton will swing it back around. Ryan Hunter hanging way out at center. McGill Diaz on him. But it's turned over at center. Here's Frolov back in with a wrist shot off the knob of the stick. There's a shot in on goal. And again, the save Babin as he closes up on that one. Taxmo shoving on the far side over there with Frolov. Columbus is trying to hang a guy high. In this case, it was Ryan Hunter. And that's going to cause some challenges here for PD's defense. They're going to have their head on a swivel. And see when those guys try to break in behind them. Reminds me of the way Port Huron used to play probably, I'd say 3 or 4 years ago. They were very fond of trying that high pass out of the zone. Here's Frolov sending it in behind the net. Round to the far side, kept it off the skate there for a moment of Bedard, but now it's out to center. Columbus on the right wing will chip it into the corner. Taxmo going up to get it. Lightkoff trying to beat him back to it. Bump to the line, not out. River Dragons hold it in. Hunter, right side. Galvin couldn't squeak past McGill Diaz. Puck into the corner. Fed to the side of the net in front, and that shot is blocked. What a great defensive play there from Pizzamenti as he took it away from Galvin. Frolov the other way. Trying to leave it ahead. Turn back, and now on the right side, Columbus back in. Here's Galvin on the wing. Gets the puck down low, but Hunter ridden off. Nice job by Zajac on the back check. Zajac ahead. Frolov wedging it up into space. Legkov after the bouncer. Trying to cut around Bockwell on the back end. He curls. Looking for help up high. Gets it across, but too far in front of Zajac. He'll pick it up off the dasher. Back to the blue line across. There's a shot by Hamilton to flex into the right wing corner. Legkov on the puck. Trying to spin away from Bockwell. Now he gets it to Marcinkiewicz. Quick shot. Blocker. Save Babin. And it's flung out by Columbus down the ice. This one, will it have gas for icing? No. So play continues. Sargent will leave it for Marcinkiewicz on the regroup. 8:40 into the third period, tied at 1. Marcinkiewicz cutting in to the right side, into the corner, tried to dance back up top with it, take it away, and now it's Columbus returning through center. Storjahan try to put it in left side, put it right off barrel, and that allows the puck to Zajac. Zajac with a lead to center. Here's Marcinkiewicz moving in one-on-one. Left side a shot. St. Babin. Oh, the puck drops, but in his gear, he's got it. And he hangs on. Grabbing a whistle here. And boy, Marcinkiewicz almost caught the Columbus defense napping there, as the IceCats look to stretch it. Nate Mott had to hurry up and turn to his right. Forced Marcinkiewicz maybe to shoot a little earlier than he wanted, but it was still a good scoring chance. Cox wins it back. Wilson off the face-off, and his shot deflected wide. Out to center it goes. Back to Razilov at the PD line. Kicked ahead off the skates of Cox. Storjahan trying to move it the other way, and it's sent in on the backhand around behind the net by Thornton. Della Savita behind the PD goal. Far side, Robinson moves it ahead. Razilov into space. He's got some time here. He'll move it ahead in a diving chip. Nice job by Wilson, as he will get it deep and now head for a change here. Up the right side, Storjahan will send it in. Colgan will watch it go around the rim. Onto the far side, Robinson. Coughed up in space, and now Welsh moving up the right side. Stood up there as he tried to get the puck in deep. Thornton ends up with it. Gets it back across on the right wing. And we are reaching the halfway mark of this third period. This game still tied at 1. Unlike last night's goal-scoring extravaganza with 13 goals in it, this one has been a much tighter battle. Certainly, fantastic goaltending has played a part in that. There's a chip in on the left wing. Fortin in after it for Columbus, out the near side. Feeds the right point. Shot towards the net, blocked by Gullo. River Dragons on the rebound. Underwood putting it in front. A shot and a save off the left pad of Colgan. Puck finds the near side corner. Onto the far wall. Here's Bedard. He'll lift the wedge out to center. Everybody trying to get to the bench here for PD. Ryan Hunter waiting at the blue line. Tips it in over the line. Underwood will push it into the right wing corner. Zajac trying to one-hand it around. Underwood into the slot. Hunter can't shoot. Poked away there by McGill Diaz. And now ahead comes Legkov. Legkov driving on the right side. Sargent jumps into the play with him. Legkov delays. Knocked down at the line. Coughed it up. Stole it back. Now it's cleared out and a potential 2-on-1 here. Up on the left side. Here comes Columbus. There's a backdoor feed. What a breakup of the pass by Hamilton. Marcinkiewicz the other way. Flipping it ahead. Looking for Zajac, but it was taken away from him. Pushed back out to center. And now turned over, and turning with it is Galvin at the right side. Stood up at the line by Sargent, got a piece of him, and broke up the rush. Puck dumped back in, and Colgan will leave it at the side of the net for Hamilton. 8:32 to go in the third, tied at 1. Here comes Marcinkiewicz. Marcinkiewicz in on the right wing side. Wilson back. Marcinkiewicz in on goal, and another great save by Babin. A chance for Razilov, and that is blocked to the near side. Babin splitting out to his right. Denied Patrick's Marcinkiewicz. Shemaev to the right point. Will keep it into the backhand. Doherty in the right side corner. He knocks down Wilson. Centering feed goes all the way up to the blue line. Traffic in front. A shot. And that hit Razilov in the back of the leg. Oh, that stung him. Back comes Robinson the other way. Left side Marcinkiewicz in to the slot. And he ran into Robinson. Lost the puck. Here's McGill Diaz the other way, and Timur Razlov is going to feel that one for a minute. It's going to feel all the feels. 7:35 and counting to go into third, tied at 1. IceCats regroup. Left side lead, here's Gullo. Gullo to center, ran into Mott. Puck pushed ahead though, Frolov in the wing, trying to cut in front, and he was dispossessed. Now Barrow. Barrow onto the left side. And over the line, a chance on low. Barrow, a shot, shoulder, save Colgan. Rebound turned the other way. And to center. Welsh will send it deep. Onto the right side, back the other way for Kyle Moore. Moore tried to dump it in, but right to Sargent. Sargent hooks it right back out of the zone. And Columbus brings it in offside. That'll get us a whistle and a break. 6:50, 5-0. Left to go here in the third, tied at 1. We'll step aside. More coming your way on IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
McLeod Health is committed to helping you obtain a healthy lifestyle and improve your overall health. Medically trained in the areas of fitness and nutrition, we can help you reduce your risk for certain diseases and live a long, healthy life through fitness and wellness programs, community health education, and 2 medically based wellness centers. McLeod Health is with you on your journey to better health. Discover a new you at McLeod Health and Fitness Centers.
Get ready to savor the flavors of our long-standing family recipes bursting with authenticity and love. Indulge in the vibrant colors and aromas that create a fiesta for your senses with every bite. Your journey through our menu is a delicious adventure guided by tradition and the freshest ingredients Mother Earth has to offer. Come join us at 842 Woody Jones Boulevard in Florence. Order online at margaritasmexicanrestaurants.com. Margaritas. Experience the love in every bite.
Back here on IceCats Hockey, Tom Callahan here with you. Want to remind you that playoff hockey starts next week, Friday. Game 1 in Athens Friday night. Game 2 back at Florence Center Saturday at 7:15 p.m. Get your playoff tickets right now through the Florence Center box office and online at Ticketmaster.com. Let's sell it out, and it's a building whiteout. So if you've got a white jersey, season ticket holders, I'm looking at you. But if you got a white jersey, wear it. A white shirt, T-shirt, sweatshirt, jacket, whatever it is. Let's white out the building and sell it out at Florence Center as playoff hockey returns to the PD. Sargent with a long shot in, steered aside off the stick. Babin, puck ends up behind the net. Thornton hopping around to the left side. Barrow will just send it on down the ice. And Sargent back. That'll be an icing call here. 6:15 to go in the third. Third period action presented by Pepsi and PD IceCats Hockey is brought to you in part by Cumulus Radio, our official broadcast partner, by Sports Clips, the official hair cutter, M&M Printing and Graphics, the official printing partner, and Seminar Brewery, the official craft beer partner. Draw to the left of Babin. One back by Storjahan, played up the far side wall, but not out of danger. Now turned over, quick shot is ripped wide. Going for the low far post there. Frolov cleared out over the line. And now pushed back to the PD blue line where Charlie Bedard will come back. Puck is offside. That allows the IceCats a moment here. And then Robinson ran into Frolov. That's happened a couple times tonight. Down the left wing. Underwood into the corner. Della Savita trying to poke it along. Bedard pinning his man up against the glass. Puck in the skates over there. The glass bangers doing their thing. And finally, it's free to Robinson. Robinson up the left side towards Frolov. Frolov will fire it in, steered aside by Babin. Thornton trying to push it out. And it ends up back with the D. McGill Diaz left side, trying to move it ahead. Zajac turning after it as the puck goes to the side of the, right at the side of the net. And now it'll be moved away onto the near side. Legkov trying to turn it over here, looking for help from Zajac, who rims it around to the right point. McGill Diaz keeps in on the backhand. Will slide it down the dasher. Marcinkiewicz lets it go. Legkov pushed off over there, tries to continue on after it. He's got it. Feeds the left point. Sargent. And his shot pops up in the air and goes way out of play on the far side. And that's going to get us to our final break of the period with 4:52 to go in the third. We are tied up at 1. Third period action presented by Pepsi. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
Gorget is a local craft distillery based in Lugoff, South Carolina, producing rum, vodka, whiskey, and bourbon in small batches. Founded in 2015 by 3 local gentlemen, Gorget has a fine line of handmade, local spirits. No matter what you desire, we have something for you. Isn't it about time you revolutionize your spirit? Visit us online at gorgetdistilling.com.
For 25 years, Stefano's Italian of Florence has brought the heart of Italy to your table. Experience the tradition with hand-tossed pizzas crafted with love and care. Our secret is our robust Italian seasonings and the finest imported cheese and our choice imported meats. At Stefano's, we share a taste of the old country with each bite. Stefano's, a taste of Italy.
A 1-1 tie with just under 5 minutes to go here in this third period, presented by Pepsi. And I'll tell you what, these two teams have been playing feisty, aggressive, angry hockey. It's like somebody moved their gloves before the game started, and it just totally altered their mental states. Face-off coming up to the right of Babin. Zajic in for the face-off, wins it back to Legkov. Legkov on the left side of the point. Della Savita over to McGill Diaz. And a backhand by Marcinkiewicz stopped at the side of the net. Zajic in behind, tied up by Underwood. Timur Razilov has not been back out there since blocking that shot earlier. He is on the bench and he is standing up, but I don't think we're going to see Timur again for the rest of this game. Looks like he might still be getting worked on over there. Puck turned out to center up the left side. Here comes Underwood. Underwood trying to walk wide to the left side corner. Into the slot, picked off by Marcinkiewicz. Della Savita will join the rush. He'll flip it into the right side corner, but everybody peels back. And the change begins. Actually, both teams going for a change here. 4:06 to go in the third, tied at 1. Gullo now in charge of watching the forecheck. Frolov steps up and he picks the puck out of the air. Into the slot. Here's a feed to Gullo. Gullo left side. Curls. And he will put it to the left point to Hamilton. Hamilton down low to Frolov in the backhand. Frolov up the wall. Hamilton down the wall. Puck goes cross ice as Gullo is decked in front of the net. Pizzamenti behind the goal. And oh boy, Pizzamenti took a heavy hit over there on the far side as well. Up the near side. Here's Fortin trying to skate it out of there. He'll get to center, dumps it in right wing. Galvin in with a shot and a blocker save by Colgan. Cleared away to center. And another quick change here as they're trying to keep him short for the IceCats. 3:20 to go in this third period, tied at 1. Elijah Wilson over skates. Jemaev keeps it in left side. Jemaev centering. Colgan steers it away. Cox tied up with Galvin and now Robinson. Trying to move it. Doherty flips it around to the far side where only Wilson is waiting. He'll move it ahead to center. Robinson off the toe of his stick. Couldn't control. Back to center it goes. Fired in from there. Robinson back. Watched by Doherty. Sends it around to Hamilton on the near side. Hamilton with a long lob out the right side. Wilson going after it. Will this be icing? Yes. With 2:37 to go here in the third period. Tied at 1. The draw will come back down into the IceCats end. Robinson sending Elijah Wilson over to the far side. And is pushed ahead by Barrow, but goes in behind the net. Hamilton trying to work it up the near side. Jake Hamilton will get it out through center. And that's at least going to get one guy off the ice here. Has it stumped back in. That could be icing going the other way. No, they wave it off. Hamilton far side around. Elijah Wilson trying to clear Kent down for the left point Thornton, but he lost his stick in the process. And finally, PD able to get the puck to center. Wilson up by himself, steps around one, cutting into the right side. Elijah Wilson, a rolling drive. He sent it wide, and a penalty coming up here. Zajac with a shot. The pinball's out to center. McGill Diaz on it. Colgan is going to go to the bench, and for only the second time tonight, the IceCats are going to see a power play. And it'll be with under 2 minutes to go in regulation. As right now, Marcinkiewicz wheeling it up through center. He comes up on the right wing side and over the line with a shot, save Babin. And McGill Diaz taking some extra abuse from Storjahan, who's trying to take him off the ice with him. Storjahan had been doing that all the way back from the defensive zone. He kept spearing at him and chopping at him, trying to get McGill Diaz to take a penalty to even this up. Not a bad idea if you're Storjahan, but also, I mean, not that I think they would call another penalty on him, because I just don't see that happening, but if you're McGill Diaz, you've got to be very aware of not negating what is already a minor against Storjahan, and that's why. So, I mean, he knows he's going to the box. And we've seen it work. I mean, you try to take a guy with you instead of putting your team down a man with $1:47 to go. Underwood is trying to argue for a penalty for the River Dragons, but I don't think either side has enjoyed the way this game has been called tonight. And both teams are equally upset. And I'm not talking about just a little bit upset. What is kind of funny is the diehard season ticket holders in Section 111, which is down in front of the broadcast booth. A lot of them have dressed tonight as blind referees. I wish we could get a camera shot of that, but just a very quick count, over a dozen of them sitting there. And now we get a timeout called here by Gary Graham with Storjahan in the box. And the Chick-fil-A power play coming up, where PD is 1 for 1 tonight. But yeah, 2 whole rows of them decided to dress up as referees for tonight's game. Even one of the ushers dressed up as a referee, and they've all got their canes and their sunglasses and doing their thing. And I will say, I got to give it to the fans here. They do have a sense of humor about them. Storjahan is in the box for hooking. Shots 33-32 in favor of PD. 1:47 to go in the third. And this is the best chance the IceCats have had all night. Power play with under 2 minutes to go in regulation. It'll be Frolov, Zajac, Legkov, Marcinkiewicz, McGill Diaz. We can't get it dropped yet. And Zajac wins it cleanly back to the left point. McGill Diaz down to the left half wall, but is cut away from Marcinkiewicz. He battles to try to get it back. Puck into the slot area. A bouncer. Legkov and Frolov trying to converge. Legkov ends up with it. And Legkov in on goal with a chance. That was blocked and gloved away to the line. Kept in, yes, by McGill Diaz. Great keep. Right side, Legkov cycling it behind the net, and there's a broken stick on the play. Belongs to a Columbus defender. Up to the left pointers, McGill Diaz. Over to the far side. He'll get it back up top, middle of the blue line. McGill Diaz over to Marcinkiewicz. Marcinkiewicz looking across. Marcinkiewicz to McGill Diaz. McGill Diaz over to the far side. Dot. Legkov in front looking for Frolov, and that one is turned away. Frolov on it into the corner. Zajac over to help out. Zajac hooks it up top to Marcinkiewicz. Marcinkiewicz looking up top. McGill Diaz lets it go. St. Babin, big rebound to the far corner. Zajac. Legkov on the right side, under a minute to go. Legkov. McGill Diaz. McGill Diaz switches with him to the far dot. Miguel Diaz in space, cuts back into the corner, into the slot area. Oh, it goes between the forwards and out of the zone. 38 seconds to go. Marcinkiewicz is going to ramp it back up. Right side very quickly in. Marcinkiewicz tried to hop through, lost it, and it's cleared down the ice. All the way out to handle it, Colgan. They're going to try to change up the power play unit here quickly. 24 seconds to go. PD is going to have one more measured rush. Della Savita is pressured. Underwood steals it away, but he gets it back. 13 seconds to go. And IceCats right side as Welsh is pulled down. Right side Robinson onto the half wall. Puck tied up, and we're going to overtime. Are you surprised? Probably not. We did this last night, except it was 6-6. Tonight it's 1-1. And it's going to be a 4-on-3 power play for 14 seconds into OT. But more than anything else, the story tonight has absolutely been the goaltending. Brandon Colgan stopped 31-32. Trevor Babin 34-35. So 4-on-3, because overtime is normally 3-on-3. So they'll go 4-on-3 to give the power play. And when the power play expires, the player that comes out of the box makes it 4-on-4, so it's even strength until the next whistle. And at that point, it then goes to 3-on-3. So again, a maximum of 5 minutes. Sudden death. Pretty exciting way to finish the regular season here. Game 56, and we get a little extra hockey out of it. It looks like it's going to be Marcinkiewicz, Frolov, Zajac, Legkov to start out the OT. Well, now they're going to pull Marcinkiewicz. Nope. Marcinkiewicz is just grabbing a towel. Yeah, 4 forwards. Right away. PD is going to try to go for the kill on this. So here we go. 4 forwards for 14 seconds of power play time to start overtime, tied at 1. And it's Marcinkiewicz back in the D spot here. Zajac is going to try to win that draw back to him. Instead, it's pushed ahead on the left side. Frolov will not get there. And it's sent back, but Marcinkiewicz has time for a rush here. 12 seconds. Right side, here comes Legkov, cutting in towards the goal. Legkov steers it across, chipped in on goal, save Babin. The puck is free now, he's got it. Sprawling behind him, and I think reaching behind him, Nate Mott might have stopped that puck from going over the goal line. That shot looked like it went off Babin and was heading into the net, but I think Mott reached back and kept it out. And now, are they going to take a look and see if it crossed the line? They're over at the official scorers table right now. Unless they're just trying to straighten out about the 4-on-4, 3-on-3. They're not going to look at anything. So the face-off will be to the right of Babin. It'll be Marcinkiewicz, Legkov, McGill, Diaz, and Hamilton. And the penalty time just disappeared from the board. Now it's back up. Now it's up in 2 seconds. Which, that's not right. Storjohan's hooking call was at 18:13. Oh, there we go. Now we got the clock right. Okay, everything's good. We're square. As it's cleared down the ice, not in the box is Storjohan. Maybe that's what they were doing, is checking on the penalty time. But it is 4-on-4 now until we get a whistle. Then it will go back to 3-on-3. Storjohan had it taken away by Legkov. Hamilton will send it around. McGill, Diaz on the near side up ahead. Through the skates of Legkov. Legkov charging on the right side. Scoots through a check. Right wing in. Wrist shot. Oh, boy. Tumbled wide off the shin pad there as Colton got a block. Coming up on a minute into the overtime. Tied at 1. Barrow will wheel back. Into the Columbus end. He'll go all the way behind his own net. Marcinkiewicz will call for a change. And now Bedard stepping up on an errant pass. He'll feed it on back, and in comes Welsh on the right side. Welsh looking to feed it across the ice to Elijah Wilson. Back over to Welsh. Welsh looking in front. Backdoor feed. Here's a chance. They score! Dominic Della Savita! The overtime winner for Della Savita! And the IceCats head into the postseason with a huge overtime victory. Oh my goodness, Dominic Della Savita. 1 minute, 26 seconds into the overtime. Great patience by Welsh. And Della Savita is starting to heat up, dare I say it. And again, scoring from the defense has been a huge theme for this IceCats team here down the stretch. And the two goaltenders meet at center and give each other stick taps. They battled tonight. 2-1, PD wins it. We're moving on into the Gorgon Distilling postgame show. Come on back and join us on the other side of the break. 2-1 IceCats win. This is PD IceCats hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
At the Law Office of W. James Hoffmeyer, we strive to help our clients in whatever situation they are facing. Whether you need help with criminal law, personal injury, or family law, our hard-working team will assist you throughout the process with compassion and integrity. Our goal is to always provide our clients with outstanding representation and advocacy throughout their case. The Law Office of W. James Hoffmeyer, serving South Carolina since 1992.
With over 74 years of combined experience, Hometown Floor Coverings is the PD's flooring experts with attention to detail and professionalism. Whether it's commercial or residential, our installers are very reputable and trustworthy. Contact us today for free estimates. Hometown Floor Coverings, the flooring installers you can trust. Bring new life to your home.
In today's world, first impressions matter. Step into a realm of sophistication at Butler's Fine Men's Clothing. From timeless tuxedos and elegant suits to refined sportswear, Butler's offers a collection that defines class and confidence. Embrace the tradition, experience the luxury, and stand out with style. Butler's Fine Men's Clothing, where every stitch speaks volumes.
In Hawaiian culture, food is more than just a meal. It's how we show love, connect with one another, and carry on tradition. At Aloha Kitchen, our mission is to share that with everyone who walks in our doors. Our dishes serve the bold flavors of Hawaiian food and the true spirit of aloha. Where Southern hospitality meets Hawaiian aloha, that's Aloha Kitchen.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
Back here on PD IceCats Hockey, Tom Callahan here with you to wrap things up in the Gorget Distilling post-game show. Huge overtime win for the PD IceCats here tonight. 2-1 over the River Dragons. Boy, what an evening of hockey. And really, I mean, if you're a fan of big-time saves and goaltending, this was your game tonight. The two goaltenders dueled all evening long. No scoring in the first, no scoring in the third. The teams traded their goals in the second. First, Kirk Underwood, his 10th from Ryan Hunter at 13:21. That made it a 1-0 River Dragons lead. And then Welsh with his 9th from Pizzamenti at 16:39 tied this game up, a power play marker for the IceCats. And at that point, you could wonder if heading into the third, if it was going to be a little bit more of the same, but no. The two teams battled and did everything they could to try to find another goal. But, again, both these goaltenders just absolutely stood on their heads. Until the overtime, it was there where Dominic Della Savita puts the dagger in this one as he cuts in down the left side, and he beats, I'll tell you what, a guy who battled all night in Trevor Babin. But Della Savita's 7th of the year from Welsh at just 1:36 into the overtime period. Boy, an exciting end to this game and this regular season, and it gives the PD IceCats some big-time momentum heading in to what will now be a really exciting off-season. So looking forward to that. Final shots on goal here tonight. For the IceCats, 9 in the first, 14 in the second, 12 in the third, 2 in the overtime for 37. For Columbus, 12, 7, 13, and none in the OT for 32. Power plays, River Dragons finish 0 for 6. And the IceCats wrap it up 1 for 2. We'll take another break here in the Gorget Distilling postgame show. When we come back, final look back at the out-of-town scoreboard. Stay tuned, more coming your way. This is IceCats Hockey.
Hey, grab me 1-2.
This sandwich, it's a complete game changer. Hello, this is Mike, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Pretzel Cheddar Club is that juicy chicken with that toasty pretzel bun. From the first bite to the last bite, that bun, it's crispy, cozy, just amazing. With the pretzel bun, the Dijon mustard, and the chicken, you have those three things together, and it makes that sweet, savory kind of combination. It's everything that you love about food rolled into one. It looks phenomenal. It tastes great. It's delicious.
Real guests paid for their testimonial.
From home entertainment to the technology that keeps your world connected and secure, at PHT Audio Video and Security, we don't stop at residential solutions. Our team designs and installs professional commercial systems built for performance and reliability. Secure what matters with advanced security systems and stay protected day or night with powerful camera systems engineered for clarity. No matter the need, expertly installed and perfectly integrated.
Welcome to the PD region, where Southern charm meets unforgettable adventure. Paddle scenic waterways, explore quiet trails, and experience nature at its finest. Savor local flavors, discover vibrant downtowns, and shop unique boutiques. From live music to hometown festivals, there's always something happening. The PD region, authentic, welcoming, and waiting for you. Plan your visit at pdtourism.com.
And we're back here in the post-game show brought to you by Gorget Distilling, as there's going to be a live jersey auction down here on the ice here in Columbus. Let's go back through the out-of-town scoreboard. Port Huron finishes the season with a 3-1 win over the Watertown Wolves. Binghamton 3-1 over the Danbury Hat-Tricks tonight. Twin City comes back for a big 5-3 win over the Blue Ridge Bobcats to end their season on a high note. And other games, Baton Rouge 5-2 over Biloxi at the Raising Cane's River Center. That one is halfway through the third period. Monroe up 4-2 on Athens. That game also in the third. Topeka and Indiana still scoreless in the second period as of the last check on that one. NHL Golden Knights Avalanche tied at 2 late in the third. Canucks Sharks underway. That is scoreless. Everyone else a final. Lightning 2-1 over the Bruins. Senators 3-0 over the Islanders. 6-3 Capitals over the Penguins. Kings blank the Oilers 1-0. 5-3 Devils over the Red Wings. 5-3 Blues beat the Blackhawks. Preds 2-1 over the Wild. 2-0 Stars stop the Rangers. 4-1 Hurricanes over the Mammoth. 6-2 Panthers top the spiraling Maple Leafs. 5-2 Blue Jackets over the Canadiens. 7-1 Flyers over the Jets. And Kraken beat the Flames 4-1. Boy, oh boy, everything remains incredibly interesting in the Western Conference playoff chase. Finals in MLB, Twins 7-4 over the Blue Jays. Red Sox 7-1 over the Cardinals. Orioles 6, Giants 2. Guardians blank the Braves 6-0. Nationals 3-1 over the Brewers. 5-4 Rays over the Yankees in 10. 2-0 Royals over the White Sox. 11-6 Athletics over the Mets. 7-3 Reds beat the Angels. Pirates 4, Cubs 3 in 11. Tigers 6-1 over the Marlins. 4-3 Phillies top the Diamondbacks. And everything else is going on right now. 6-4 Padres lead the Rockies bottom of the 6th. 5-1 Dodgers over the Rangers middle of the 5th. And the Astros up 6-2 on the Mariners in the top of the 3rd. And Rory McIlroy now finds himself in a tie with Cameron Young at 11 under par heading into Sunday at the Masters. All right, that's going to do it for us here. The regular season is over, but our season continues into playoff hockey. So that's right. Executive producer Aidan Mulholland and I will next talk to you on Friday night from Aikens Ford Arena in Athens, Game 1 of the Continental Division semifinal series between the Rock Lobsters and the IceCats. Game 2 is back in PD at Florence Center, Saturday night, 7:15 p.m. Tickets on sale right now through Ticketmaster.com and, of course, at the Florence Center box office. Thanks for joining us, everybody. We will talk to you Friday night. Playoff hockey returns to the PD. And here to round out the regular season tonight, it's a 2-1 overtime win for your IceCats. We'll talk to you Friday. This is Tom Callahan saying good night.